しいとか言葉なくし嘆く術もないあるはずのぬくもりが突然に気が下がって凍る胸聞こえることも立ち上がれと立ち向かえとあなたは言うのか砕けた夢が刺さる痛みにあえぎながら光の刃を鬼にして戦い続けるだけ裂かれた傷が流す真っ赤なマグマのような怒りを刃に今かけて戦い続けるだけきらめく刃に刻む奇跡
Hello there, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to Good Game Have Fun. This is me, THP, talking to you guys once again. And god damn it, that was a really good opening. I didn't really think much of it at the beginning when I first played this, but after a second, third, maybe even a fourth viewing, I actually like it a lot. But I like this. I like how as you move on with the story, there's actually changes. Everybody's here. Every single student we're out here in the footpath with Sarah. I love that Rena's always with all the girls, with all of the best girls, I might add. You know, Alyssa, Laura, Sarah, and Sharon, they're all with me. And all the other dudes are out there fucked up, you know, doing childish stuff. Like, you know, making snowmen, Neko cat snowmen. How do you say that in Japanese? Yuki Daruma? Okay, well, there we go. Yuki Neko Daruma. Des. But, yeah, we're moving on with some more Cold Steel 2. I didn't want to play this, literally the day after that I had done the episode. Yeah, I did one really long, like, 5.5-hour episode. But, what ended up happening was that I got really tired, and I fell asleep. and that's it. That's literally everything that happened. I fell asleep, and when I woke up, it was already way too late in the night, and I said, you know what, maybe I'll hold off on it. Let me, you know, get myself prepared for the next stream, because if I turn this into too much of a routine, it might actually not, you know, I might end up, you know, burning out on it, like how I've done with most things, and then just, you know, fuck it all up. I feel like I need to move the camera a little bit, because I'm like, leaning, and I'm like, way too, yeah, I need to move it. Just a little teensy tiny bit. Hold on. Maybe like that? That's a little better. Alright, how's everybody doing? I'm only seeing Jordan. Oh no, wait, I have another window over here that's showing me a lot more. Russian Tales is here, hello. Hasio and Jordan. That's those are literally the only two people that are here. Whatever, that's to be expected. How's the audio? Hopefully,
Right.
Hopefully it's not too loud or not too low. I am bringing it down a little bit. I don't feel like yelling or being loud today, but you know, things change, you never know. But yeah, okay, so last time we left off, we pretty much did a whole entire chapter in one go. We did one stream where we socialized a little bit, and then we went over to Legram. That's what we did. And then on the next, that one was pretty short. That stream was like 90 minutes. But then after that, we did another stream. We did the 5.5 hour one. And that one was pretty much us going through the rest of the entire chapter where we saved 3 people and we brought them back. Big boss fight, robot fight, and everything. So, yeah, we advanced the story, and now we're back here. And from this point on, I honestly have no idea what the hell it is I'm supposed to be doing. Like, what my next goal is. I mean, I know that it's Elise and Alpha, we have to save them, but I have no idea how to even go about it. So, I'm assuming the story for now is going to be just that. And so, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. One of the things that I need to decide now, in the moment, is, fuck, I have 7 points, but 8 girls to spend time with. And there's some of them that have double, relationship stuff, so, I really need to pick and choose carefully who I want to be with. And so, right now, I'm thinking, you know, Laura. I want to look at Laura, I want to look at Alyssa, but yeah, you know, and there's a bunch of, you know, people that I wasn't able to interact with before, because, you know, you gotta choose your team members before you leave, so obviously some people get left out. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe talk to Fee first, and then go with Alyssa. This dog's named Bado, right? He's cute. Yeah, Dad raised him to be a hunting dog, and, you know, to just look badass in general. Believe it or not, he's a sweetie, though. He looks like a smart one to me. He doesn't start smelling his own shit and eating it like all the other dogs I see. This is a smart one. Petting him's pretty relaxing, too. I'll stay with him for a bit while I think about what we should do. It's just about feeding time. Yeah, sure, consume a point. We have 7 points. Wanna help me feed him? Sure, I like that. Be right back, I gotta go get his food. There we go. How's that taste? Good? What are you giving him? It just looks like you're giving him a bowl of milk like he's a cat or something. Woof. He's wagging his tail. His default animation is wagging his tail. Sorry for not being able to spare much time for you and Arthur, Bado. Woof woof, he's okay. What if the dog just started talking out of nowhere? I mean, Celine can talk, right? So, hey, why not dogs? They say he's smart. He says it's okay, smart doggy. You can understand animal talk? You understand what doctor's saying or something? No, I'm just guessing based on how he acts and barks. Back in the Corps, he used to look after the military monsters a lot. Really? Sounds like an awfully dangerous job for you to be doing. Nah, come on. We've been through so many fights. I did get bitten sometimes at first, but after one of the other caretakers showed me what to do, they stopped. The way you talk about your time there, it's hard to believe the Jaeger Corps you were in was one of the strongest. Yeah. And is Zephyr unusual by Jaeger standards? Are they nicer? I guess. The boss was pretty easygoing, but it was always hard to tell what he was thinking. You remember what I told you at Mater Park? Oof, I forget. That was a long while back. How they taught me survival skills and all that? How they taught me how not to die? Zeno and Leo taught me how to set traps, and the art of close quarters combat. Oh, like those 2 dudes that we fought? I can't imagine what it must have been like living that kind of life day by day. It's easier to see how you came to think of them as family. Yeah, we were family. Until they all left me behind after the boss died. Ah, great. I just want to know why. Why they all had to leave me behind. And now that I might have a chance to, I want to let it pass me by. I don't want to let it pass me by. Even if it won't be easy getting it out of them. Yeah, and especially if the 2 of you are like on opposing sides in this war. Still. Human, do not be depressed. Woof woof, I say. I think even I understood what he was saying this time. Saying like, don't be such a pussy. Beat him up. Try not to overthink it. Something along those lines. Yeah, he said specifically that in the English language. Oh. There's no reason you need to try and find out alone. Not when you've got all of us with you. If it's what you want to know, we'll all make it work out. You will? You're right. How could things not work out when I've got you guys? Things always work out. It's like the group in One Piece, right? Like, hey, everybody. Oh, okay, wait, I maxed out her level? Well, that doesn't mean that I don't want to know more about her, right? It's Angelica's horrible bike. I'll have to take good care of this in Angelica's place. I'm sure we'll see her again. I mean, they kind of spoil it in the opening, where she's there in the Courageous along with Toa. I would like it if, you know, they kind of cut out certain parts of the opening just so that we weren't spoiled, and then when we get to that part in the story, you know, they actually show up. Hey, what are you doing in my daddy's place? You're out there to steal my family's fortune. I knew I shouldn't have trusted you. What are you doing in here, Elisa? And your mother told me that I could find some tools in here, so here I am stealing your guns. I need them for the work I'm going to do on the orbital bike. Well, you know how the bike works well enough to do that? Well, an engine's an engine, right? I should be able to tinker with it. After all Angelica's done for us, I at least want to make sure she gets her precious bike back in top condition. Yeah, give her a hand. Give her two. Need a hand? It's not like a two-person job to me, and I'd feel bad at making you do all the work when Angelica left it in my care. I figure you'd say that. It'll probably go more smoothly with an extra pair of hands, so sure, let me hold your hands. I wanna hold your hands. I wanna hold your hand. There we go. I'm just gonna pretend to tinker with it for a little while. The sound effects should make it believable enough. Alright. That's everything around the orbital engine taken care of. You could probably do with being taken for a test ride at some point, though. Oh, yeah, let's ride together. Hold on to me. I should oil the moving parts, too. You really are amazing. I knew you were good with orbital technology and all. Yeah, you certainly don't seem like the kind of person that would know all this. I didn't expect you to be able to perform maintenance as well. All this is just a stopgap, really. I had a few chances to look at it back at the academy, too, so I have a vague idea of what needs doing, but that's all. Doesn't make you any less amazing in my eyes. Yeah, he's like, oh, doesn't make you any less epic and awesome. When in Nord, you worked out what was wrong with that truck, and even you, the model of that mortar we found. At first, I thought it was just because you're part of the Reinford family, but I feel like that's underselling you now. Yeah, just saying like, oh, your family just knows that. No, she goes above and beyond. She knows a lot more. You must have studied it like crazy to know so much. Well, I did spend a lot of time studying orbital technology even before enrolling at the academy. I used my family name however I could in order to visit RF factories and attend lectures at the Institute of Technology. Jesus, really? Even attended lectures and everything. I'm more than confident I made the most of every chance I had to study and broaden my knowledge of the field. I have a feeling I know why you did all that too. Was it to rebel against your mother? Great. Was it to be an angry teenager? You're so knowledgeable just to say fuck my mom? I can't deny it. Not to beat a dead horse, but it felt like mother just stopped caring about us after my father passed away. You really are beating a dead horse. I appreciate how self-aware you are about it. I mean, she'd stolen the company from grandfather and everything. How could you do that to your own father? Yeah, and like create these massive guns, these weapons of mass destruction that could steal, that can like destroy cities, and she just doesn't care. I suppose you could say all that studying was my way of trying to show her up at something, a little at least. I see. Were you able to? Not in the slightest. Now that she's missing, this isn't the time to be thinking about my next act of rebellion either. You know what? That's fine by me. I made up my mind to focus on the future rather than on the past right now. Good. Gotta keep that promise I made to her and after all. I'll be running the company before she knows it. I think she'd prefer it that way, honestly. Yeah, I don't think she'd give it to anyone else. Kirito is here saying good evening. Hello, Kirito. I give her a pat on the head of one of those lewd head pats. Ooh. Man, this game should be rated M for mature. They're really going for it. Huh? You did that without my consent. I'm telling your mom. Look at you. You're so engrossed in the bike you didn't even notice all the snow building up in your head. Still, I think you found the right way to approach things. I'll have to pick up a few pointers from you. Can't let myself get too wrapped up in the past either. I can't let all the snow pile up in my head either. And that way, we'll both be able to find the best path for each of us to take. Hee, I certainly hope so. Come on, don't cry. This will cheer you up. Oh, the little bunny thing? Is that a bunny made out of snow? And look, you've got loads of snow on your head too. Don't worry, you can follow me back to Ymir. So stay close, okay? Okay. Head pats, that's too lewd for me. Are you kidding me? So they really actually did meet up when they were kids? What's wrong? I can't believe I fucking forgot. Remember how I talked about coming here with a family as a kid? I ended up getting lost out in the mountains. But just when I started to think I'd be lost there forever, a boy appeared out of nowhere. And he led me all the way back to Ymir. That boy was you, I'm sure of it. He's like, oh fuck, yeah. That does ring a bell, actually. The year after that, it was when the whole thing with my power happened. So I kind of pushed everything else to the back of my mind. Weird. We really did meet when we were kids. They went from, man, wouldn't it be weird if we had like a generic fucking like, you know, love story where we met each other when we were kids? Man, it's weird that we just met each other at school like any other regular normal people, you know, but no, they fucking turned that around. They did a U-turn and said, no way, we do have a generic love story. We were destined to be together from the very beginning. We did know each other since we were kids. What a way to fucking backpedal out of that one. What a way to backpedal from making the relationship feel more real and natural, but being like, no, we met at school. But no, like, every single little part of their lives, like, they're connected in some way. Like, I was only joking about it before, but yeah, we really, really did. I've forgotten all about it too, probably because it was a scary memory for me. Oh, how convenient. I don't blame you, still you don't get coincidences like this every day. Only in video games and anime. I'd be embarrassed to try and attribute it to something like fate, though. Even though it totally is the gods that are writing this game or making it so. Yeah, you're right. Maybe if we realized sooner, sure. But it makes me happy to know it was you all along. Ah. I didn't quite catch that. Say it louder and in my ear. There's nothing at all. Come on, tell me what you were saying or I'm gonna fucking head pat you again without your consent. Let's finish up with the bike, shall we? Yeah, sure. Let's ride. They just met the one time and it was a long time ago. Still, that doesn't excuse the fact. I mean, they still saw each other when they were kids. You know, like, they still fucking tried to make the connection there. Like, that's the stupid part. The thing is that it happened, you know, they could have just let it sit there. They could have just left it alone. You know, they could have just been like, oh yeah, I visited your fucking hometown. Would have been cool to see you, but we didn't know each other back then, but hey, it's good that I know you now, you know, like, that's usually how it happens 99% of the time, you know? It's never like, oh, we met each other and we didn't know it, and like, oh, it was you. Like, I don't know. It just seems a little bit too contrived. Like, there was no need for, like, the relationship was already going perfectly fine without, like, making all of these fucking bullshit flashback connections. Like, you know, it looks like something that they added at the last moment for them to really hammer in, like, these two people should be together. You know, when, like, it was already good enough with everything that happened in the first game, plus what's happening now. Like, I just didn't feel like they needed to, like, add that in. Rain and Alyssa worked together to finish the rest of the bike's maintenance. The two of them feeling somewhat awkward around each other due to their recent discovery and massive sexual tension. And upon their completion, they went to return the tools to Baron Schwartzer's study. Alright, bond strengthened. There we go, link level 4. Auto, Thelos, and cover. God. How much higher are we gonna go? Alright, I'll leave you there staring at my guns. And I don't mean like these guns. I mean like actual firearms that can immediately kill someone. That can annihilate a man instantly. Alright, so we have 5 points. Alyssa is no longer available. Fee is no longer available. I want to talk to Sarah. I know that Sarah's in the inn. She can't hide from me. We were here in the footbath not too long ago. I know where you are. And of course, I know that, you know, there's a bunch of people that have different dialogue now. Now that we're essentially about to move into another chapter. Masha. I wonder what Elise and Prison's Elephant are up to right now. Oh yeah, what are they up to? What are they into right now? What Netflix shows are they binging as they're captured? I like to believe they're safe and unharmed, but I can't say I have that much faith in the Alliance. I wish we could hear something about them. Rumor, fact, anything. I mean, that's the thing, though. I don't think anybody knows that they've been captured. It's not like, you know, the Alliance sent out a press release of, like, I would like to officially announce that, we have captured Elise and Princess Elephant. I sincerely doubt that there's anything people can create rumors about. I think that's probably one of the most, like, hush-hush things ever. I had no idea this is also a harem game. It's not a harem game. But, there are a lot of girls on it that you can interact with. That noble was working on something in the plaza yesterday. She said she was improving her fishing tackle or something. She's pretty weird for a noble. Ah, but you know, that's Annabelle. I love her to death. She's great. The guild should probably follow you guys' example and figure out what we're gonna do next, to be honest. Or just be competent and just solve people's problems instead of asking teenagers to do it for them. Hopefully we'll be able to keep working with you guys. Might be easier now that Sarah showed up again. I'm down if you are. There we go. But yeah, leave worrying about the guild stuff to us. You guys got your own stuff to take care of. Hello, Gerald. Hey there! Congrats on finally getting all the classmates back together. I'm glad to see they're all safe now. Not like they ever seem like the kind of people who go down easily, though. Yeah, you're right. The hard part's still yet to come, though. We might all finally be reunited, but now we need to sit down and decide on what it is we need to do to make a difference. I'm wondering what hashtag we need to use for our social media, for our Orbital social media. First of all, invent the internet. Invent the Orbital net, and then invent Orbital social media. And then make Orbital hashtags to, you know, get triggered at people that don't agree with me. Good luck with that. By the way, completely unrelated, but do you mind if I ask you a small favor? Yeah, sure. Shoot. We've got a noble called Annabelle. Hey, my girl Annabelle? Homegirl Annabelle? Sure, what do you need? She's staying here. Haven't seen her since she left to go fishing yesterday. She's been gone for a whole day? Yeah, she's always seemed to be crazy about her fishing, but this is the first time she's been gone this long. It's the middle of winter too, so I'm a bit worried about her. If you're free, I'd really appreciate it if you want to look for her. Yeah, sure, I'll go. I'm not gonna let my girl down. Annabelle's cool. I can help you out there. Our discussion isn't until a bit later. If she went out to fish, I'm guessing she's probably somewhere in the valley behind the village. Alright, that's what I figured. The hard part's finding out how far down the path she's gone. I don't have any leads there either. She's gonna have to comb it from top to bottom. Alright, bring her back. Stranger than fishing. Not really a harem, just relationship scenes with all your party members. Yeah, no, don't listen to what Jordan says. He loves to, like, do jumps in logic and just completely misconstrue something that isn't there whenever he sees anything. Close enough. No, fuck you. Don't fucking just decide that something is what it isn't. Seriously. You found all your classmates now. Good news, good news. You know what we do during good times, right? We drink. Come on, Gerald, the toast to Reen's classmates. Weren't you, like, drunk? Like, not too long ago? Maybe if it was generally what you were celebrating, but you just want an excuse to drink, I know you do. Wahaha! Damn it, you got me. Some things never change. I mean, it's only been a day since we last talked to him. Alright, now we have Emma. Okay, but before anything happens, I think I want to do that Annabelle quest first. So, we said, what, down the hill? Down there where you snowboard? No, it has to be over there, on the... You can now play the A2 course. You can now play the A3 course. Alright, yeah, no, this is for snowboarding. I gotta go out as if I was going out to talk to Valimar. But I'm sure it's gonna open up the path to me again. And, I'll be able to, probably fight a bunch of monsters and then go pick her up. Talk to Maple? Wait, what, was her name Purple? Tidying up the storehouse is such a pain in the neck. Yeah, her name is literally Purple. Which is strange because her hair is blue. Make sure you don't say anything like that in front of our visitors. Although I can't deny that it's true. My back's starting to hurt even. Oh! Gee, I wonder why. I sure wish I had that problem. Is she jealous about, like, her having bigger boobs than her? Please just stop. Maybe I played too much Sunrun Kagura, and that's when my mind wanders to. I wish you could act more like a maid sometimes. That and I wish you could be a little more sensitive. She's always making fun of things I'm self-conscious about, like my boob size. I'm so envious. She's got the size, she's got the bounce, and those alone are a seriously deadly combo. And she's pretty, yeah, I loving the hair. Sharon's boobs are pretty impressive too, though. Oh my gosh, she's even talking about Sharon. I wonder who's bigger between the two. Purple clothes always make it kind of hard to tell how busty she really is, but I'll find out someday. Oh, I'll find out. Gonna get into the hot springs with the two of them. I mean, when it comes to Sharon, I think you can just ask her, honestly. She's always like, Masterine, I'll help you with anything. Anything you could possibly want. Like, she definitely has that fucking tone in her voice. Where it's like, If I asked her, she'd probably, like, say it. I should call the others when I'm heading out to the valley. Alright, yeah, call friends. Alright, now I can fucking decide who I want. So, again, just 3 characters and 2 supports. I mean, I can go ahead and pick all the people that I didn't pick before. Well, I mean, Fee, Milliam, Sarah. And then bring Claire and, Laura. Is that good? I feel like I have too many, like, offensive, you know, like fuck shit up kind of characters. Fee, Milliam, Sarah, Emma, and Claire. Yeah, sure. I'll go for that. Maybe I do overanalyze things sometimes. Well, yeah, you do. But also you jump to conclusions too much. Like, instead of, like, stopping and thinking about it, you just say, like, oh, what if it's this? And, like, no. You gotta take a knee and actually think about it. Critical thinking is imperative when you're putting your voice out there for everybody to listen to. Because if you say something that's wrong, everybody, no one will ever let you hear the end of it. Alright, we haven't been here in a while, so I think it might be a good idea to come in and grind with a couple of these dudes. Because I'm pretty sure I've never seen these enemies before. Yeah, they're bringing in new enemies, even though we've been here before already. Alright, so fire, obviously, because his ice, icicle penguin. This guy looks like he's ready to party. I mean, he's got the mohawk, he's got the fucking crack cocaine looking eyes. He's got the Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs kind of look. He's ready to throw down. Alright, so I guess we can just start punching shit. Okay, now this one is definitely an enemy that we have fought many times before. The Nyx Cryon, a monster that appears in places where it snows. The surface is so cold that just touching it can burn. Look at him! He has like a heart and is like pulsating. That's a creepy ass looking thing. Well, we are like 30 levels above the fucking crucifix guys, so yeah. Might be a good idea to, like, take care of those first. Well, okay, I got a crit, so I think I'll hit first. There we go. Come on, feet. Can I link with Sarah? I wanna link with Sarah. I'm gonna fucking cry if you don't let me. Alright, go punch that crucifix in the face, Milliam. Evil penguins.
Okay.
Party penguins. Silly, look at the silly penguin with his mohawk. He thinks he is a man of the rock. Yeah. Dead.
My turn.
Well, if this guy doesn't die, I can just firebolt him. I got 0 art, so... There we go. Patooey.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
That fight lasted for a while.
Done.
And we were unscathed. We got a craft. Sweep 2 can now be used. Mow down foes with more accurate twin gun swords. Alright. I'm liking my results already. We've only done one fight and we're already showing results. Alright, so we've already uncovered pretty much all of the chests in this area. So I really don't want to go into places if I don't need to. Monkey! Monkey! I want to take a picture with Monkey. That penguin has seen some stuff. Yeah, it does seem like he has seen some stuff, like fire.
I'll handle it.
He has seen some fire. Bracken Monkey, look at that. Oh my god, it has a little... That looks like an enemy that you'd see in like One Piece or something, you know? It has exactly the kind of like weirdo design and the colors. He's pretty neutral to everything, actually. He's a pretty well-rounded enemy. He must have been from a previous quest or something, because he's level 55 and I've never seen him before. Yeah, so fire, obviously, we have an advantage to that, but everything else is fairly normal. And then those ice rock things, yeah, we've encountered those in the past. Okay, come on, I want to finesse this. Come on, we can do 4, we can do 4. Oh, there's such a tiny little spot where you do 4. Oh, come on. If only I could do like, there we go. Don't even touch the stick anymore. Don't even touch the stick. Alright, Frostbiter. Blia. I almost said a Russian curse word. Bliat. Suka bliat. Get out of here.
My turn.
Yeah. Fee is a vanquisher.
Now's our chance.
Come on, teacher.
And one from me.
Club Penguin has really changed, huh? It has. It truly has.
Well, I had this one teacher.
One of the biggest things that has changed from Club Penguin is that it no longer exists. It's dead. I remember my younger brother. He was super into Club Penguin. Like, he was always so much more advanced than me in terms of internet stuff. He always got into it way faster than me. And so one of his first interactions was Club Penguin. And my mom was so paranoid of it. She was saying like, oh, there's viruses.
My turn.
And, you know, it ain't good for you. Like, weird people are gonna talk to you and, like, they'll kidnap you. And, like, you know, she really didn't know anything about the internet now.
Leave it to me.
She didn't know anything about it back then as she does now. I mean, nowadays, she's on Facebook 24/7, you know? Like, she has embraced the internet. The moment it became a trend that her friends got involved with, oh yeah, now it's okay. But of course, you know, we're adults. She also acknowledges that.
Okay.
We asked her about it a long time too, and she said, "Oh, I mean, it's fine if you do it now. I mean, you guys are adults.
Targets eliminated.
Whatever, do whatever you want."
Let's get going.
But yeah, she said, "Oh, you know, when you were kids, well, obviously I was worried because you never know who you're talking with." But it was like back in the day, it was a much more innocent time, for sure. Much more innocent time. You didn't have the kind of people that you have now. You didn't have the same, you know, type of sense of humor or the same objectives as you have now. And so it was a lot more innocent, a lot more simple. So like the people there truly, you know, had a clean.
Okay.
They had a clean game. Know what I mean? They really weren't out there to hurt anybody. It was just a social space. And like Club Penguin itself, you know, had a system of like no cursing and, you know, none of that stuff. Snow Wisp, Snow Rat. Alright.
My turn.
I remember, like, a big chunk of my brother's life was Club Penguin, and I would see him play. So, it is a little sad seeing Club Penguin go, but, it is definitely a little piece of internet history that just kind of went away. That did 0 damage. Oh god.
My turn. Lights out for them. Good work.
There we go, we got our double overdrive.
I did it.
Installed an SSD and got that running as a boost drive. Got a what running? Club Penguin? Just in a few games I had trouble running on my laptop. Shinobi vs. works good now. Good. Good for you. Annabelle, where the fuck are you? You couldn't have possibly have gone to fish that far away, right? I'm worried about you. Don't get yourself in trouble. I know you're passionate about fishing, but hey. Ah, there she is. I see her over there. Alright. Yeah, is that fishing spot that... Should we? Oh, he's running away. Because we're too strong for it. Oh. I gotcha.
Here's our chance. Don't mess it up. Okay.
And because I ran away, I hit it, and we have a triple advantage now. Yeah, level 43. This is flat out abuse.
My turn.
We're abusing these animals. We're not supposed to kill them. We're too strong for them.
Okay. Cut. Okay, we're burning daylight.
Burning daylight. Oh yeah, that gave us no EXP. Unless we want Sepith, there's really no reason for us to fight these guys. Yeah, if they run away from you, we should just step out of the way. Leave them alone. Now these guys are like level 67 or something. These guys are worth fighting.
Enemy sighted. Let's
Ah,
take
and there's
him out.
4 of them.
I'll handle it.
Air does a little bit of damage, but
Okay.
not a lot. Let's focus on 1.
Now's our chance.
We can rush it, but I don't feel like it.
Here I go.
Flame Tongue. Ah, if the 3 of them were clumped up together, I'd do it. Alright, Dizzy.
Here I go.
Steamworld Dizzy.
This activate.
Shoot him.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a one-hit kill. Oh, wait. Hey, I'm impressed. You know, Firebolt is one of the weakest fire attacks, and it's doing a lot of damage.
Okay.
There we go. Follow up, and I'm sure there's going to be like... Oh, there we go. I thought it would have a little bit left and then do a finishing blow after that. Alright, slash it up. Overkill.
Okay.
A regular attack with no effort is overkill.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
How can you be in this snowy environment with your midriff showing like that? I mean, whatever, I like it. I just don't want you to get a cold over it. You're wearing a little shorty shorts. I mean, it's hot, don't get me wrong, but... You know? I care about your health. I care about your safety, too. Put on a jacket. Girls can look hot with jackets, too. Because then I look less at your body and more at your personality. I look more at your desire for long walks on the beach. Run. There you are. What up? What's this about you not showing up for a whole day to the town? No, am I already tired? Oh yeah, you certainly are. Any fish would be after fighting all night long. Gotcha. Come on, come on, come on. This is like Animal Crossing. I've been practicing on my 30S all day. Drat. It took my bait and swam off. Again. Why? Why, fish? Is your fishy stomach a bottomless pit of hunger? How'd I know this was how we'd find her? I can't believe she's been fishing all night. Then again, I totally can. Excuse me, Annabelle? I think it would be best to return to Ymir and get some sleep. Considering how tired you clearly are, if you were to fall into the water, I dread to think what might happen. Oh, hogwash. I'm so close to finally catching it, I can already taste this deliciously filleted body. I refuse to go back empty-handed. That's simply unthinkable. She is certainly, passionate, isn't she? I'd be worried for her if she kept at this pace, though. If she's so focused on fishing, she's not seeing things clearly. Is there nothing we can do? Oh, I know. Maybe we'll fish the thing out for her. What if I caught the fish that you're after in your place? Would that work for you? Oh, a fishing battle. Well, that's not what I said, but okay. I'd be happy to accept. Let's see who can catch the little devil first, shall we? That's not what I... Oh. Sure, whatever. Fuck it. Game on. I hope I can actually catch it. Sounds like a big one. Sounds like it's a big old yellow devil. That one. Alright. Fish it up. Alright. That looks like a fucking Pokemon. That doesn't look like a fish. My hands are getting weak. Bitch! Stop switching it up so much! Come on! Oh, please! Ah, that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Not what I had in mind.
Caught a mystery fish. In terms of button mashing, at least, is one of the hardest things ever. God, it's huge! Says I as I grab my own dick. Did you catch it, did you? I think I did. Did you catch the mighty blue devil? Oh, okay. I was joking that it was a yellow devil. It was a blue devil. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's gigantic. Come on! Oh, fuck! That's not a fish. Didn't have to fight it. You got it! You really got it! Yes, I'm so happy! This is the elusive blue devil. It's starting to look like a devil. I understand the devil part. This is not the time for rejoicing. Okay, we got dinner tonight. Stay back as a monster. Nah, you think? I thought it was a big blue friendly boy. What? How delusional are you that you have to be told that it's a monster for it to be like, oh.
Let's get this over with.
Let's move.
Okay. I'll assume, yeah, fire. Level 75, Icy Croaker.
Kiss activate.
Ah, and then when my turn arrives, it'll be a critical hit. That's good. Just hit him. Oh, okay, that's a lot of defense.
Okay.
Okay, Earth is pretty effective. Not a wind though. Okay, so La Forte is for a group. Okay, yeah, all four of us. Let's do it. That's a lot of damage. If only I had some flex tape. That's a lot of damage.
Yes, sir.
Crest. For only one person. Earth Pulse. Healing. Neil, shoot Earth Lance. Sure, do that.
My turn.
Breath. Heal allies in an area. Sweep 2. Let's see.
Targets.
Let's see how that looks.
Now.
Hostile.
Okay, you got it.
There we go, there we go. Alright, decent damage.
That's for you.
Ooh. Decent damage.
My turn. Focus, activate. Huh.
Okay, you still got some time before this guy gets to attack again. We're already halfway. We're already halfway through, so... Maybe what I want to do is probably heal Fee, because she did get hurt pretty bad.
Thanks.
And have her attack.
My turn.
I wonder. Demonic Scythe. Flash Grenade. Oh, no, that'd be good.
Here.
Hopefully it works. Nah, it doesn't seem like it. Oh, thank you. Counter that shit.
Here I go.
Flame Tongue, Silver Thorn. Nah. Just punch him.
Open.
There we go. I think we're gonna be fine.
Focus, activate.
My turn.
Thundering Roar attacks with bullets and lightning. Lightning Charge raises physical abilities. Overtake foes with Lightning Bolt. I'm gonna go for Thundering Roar. This certainly is a bit of a roar.
My turn.
Scouter. Thank you.
Too slow.
Hiya.
Here I
Good.
go.
Good to know that all the missing is in my favor.
Now's our chance. Open.
Alright, we're almost there.
I'll handle it.
We got this.
Here I go.
One more Firebolt and we're set.
Activate. Huh.
Yeah, the guy doesn't have a chance. He ain't got a chance, mate. Oh shit. We wanted to eat him. Too bad he exploded.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Alright, 1.3. Okay, decent EXP. I was kind of expecting somebody to level up there, but not quite. We're getting close though. Oh, there we go. We're just immediately back. I would love it if it was just ... and that's what happened. Scattered means the enemy's been fully scanned. Cool. It wasn't easy, but I managed to bring her back. Sounded like things got pretty hairy out there. Not really hairy, more like scaly. The guy didn't have any hairs. Allow me to apologize for exposing all of you to danger like that. You really wanted to catch that thing on your own? I thought I could handle myself in dangerous places, but my overconfidence may have been my undoing this time. I feel as though I've learned anew just how dangerous it can be to leave the shelter of a town. Well, as long as you understand that, I suppose that's all that matters. Yeah, no one got hurt. She gets what she did was wrong. You really helped me out there by finding her. Take this as a little something from me. Oh, there we go. I received effort. Unlike now, what I did didn't require any effort at all. So they gave it to me. Great. Are you sure I can just have this effort? Sure as can be. There's nothing that special, you know, effort, whatever. Who gives a shit about that, right? In that case, I feel as though I should give you some kind of reward as well. Let me take my clothes off and invite you to my room. I wouldn't be much of a noble if I didn't repay someone for their kindness. Prankster! Thank you for giving me a prankster. I have effort, and I have prankster. Thank you again for saving my life. I may have been careless this time, but next time I'll be sure to be fully prepared for the possibility of being attacked by the fish I catch. I'll bring a sword with me. She didn't learn a damn thing, did she? Oh boy. Well, look, it'll take more than a brush with death to get her to give up her dangerous fishing excursions. Stranger than fishing. Alright. God, I'm sleepy. Okay. Let's see. That one is fire. Prankster. It comes with flame tongue. Gives us 70% chance to make a peculiar dish when cooking. Really? And then effort. Okay, 78% chance to make a superb dish when cooking. Kirkin? When cooking. Alright, so that's Thelos and Curia. It comes with Thelos and Curia. Time to cast starts cut by 20%. Needle shoot. Do I want this for Reen? No, I feel like maybe I want this for someone else. Heat wave. Yeah, you know what? Do that. And Laforte, fire protection, and then heat wave is just an attack. Okay. Effort. Dallas and Curia. Who might need that? Tyr and Tiara. And there we go. She has Thalos already, so just give her effort. Oh yeah, he uses his empty. Because we just got him. And he has everything upgraded too. What do we give him? A little bit of everything. I mean, they're all colorless. They're not specified, so I can just do whatever I want. Tyr, Thalos. Grand Press. Mercuria, Cures Elements, no, Spark Arrow, Soulblur, Thalos. I gave him some sort of healing thing. A lot of wind, Spark Arrow, oh, okay, well, I don't need Spark Arrow because he already has it. Heat Wave. Breath, Aerial, yeah. He already has Aerial, so I guess we can replace it for something else. Alright, move 2 and mine 2. That's good. Breath, evade. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, and they all have the same ones that I gave them before. Alright, good to know that these aren't removed anymore. Because it was a little annoying having to, you know, reapply all of these every time they were on my team. Oh yeah, so of course, now that, you know, Sarah is on my team, it'd be cool to, you know, just give her some stuff. Spark Arrow, Judgment Bolt. I guess Soulblur wouldn't be bad. Recuria. Tyr. Yeah, Tobal's got his stuff, and Claire has her stuff. There we go. I have pretty much everybody fully decked out. I don't have any fucking quartz. Because I've given something to everybody. That's kind of awesome. Alright, well, we can save our progress right now with this mission done. Over and done with. Another errand done, and we haven't even finished socializing with anybody. Apologies for all the yawning. I am a little bit sleepy. I did spend all day editing and deciding on whether that live stream that I did yesterday with all the news stuff, if whether I actually wanted to put that out as videos or not. I was feeling kind of insecure and being like, I don't think that was good enough. I don't know if I want to put it out. But I decided on yes, on actually doing it. So I took all of that footage and I cut it all up, and I watched it and rewatched it and I edited it a little bit. And I have all of the videos for this entire week already prepared, and I recorded some new ones as well, some stuff that I didn't that I did not stream live. So I, you know, being on camera and talking and doing that stuff pretty much all day did get me a little tired. I was thinking I could wind down a little bit by playing Cold Steel, but, you know, when you factor in that, oh, you're live streaming and you gotta talk and interacting with everybody, well, that's pretty tiresome in itself. So, yeah, not out of the woods just yet, but after the 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours at the most, I'll stop. I don't want to, like, be like in the Doom video where I was like, yeah, that's cool. I was like falling asleep there. It was so wonderful to be back with Celine again. Now I can focus on how we should act from here on out, and not that it will be a particularly easy decision. We're glad to have you weighing in on the matter, though. I just remembered there's something I need to buy from the shop in the village. No, can tell you what it is. I'm afraid it's a secret. I have no idea what she's talking about, but she sure looks happy about it. No, the girl that keeps secrets all the time is keeping a secret. Now I'm getting curious. Yeah, let's go with her. I know Celine's not allowed, but do you mind if I join you with your shopping, if it's okay, I mean? I know the shop here pretty well, so I might be able to help you find whatever it is you're looking for. Really? That'd be lovely. Would you gotta stay here, Celine. Rena and I can handle this on our own. We're gonna go out there and be adults, okay? Go watch a movie or something. Don't even try to follow us. Fine, whatever. All the secrecy's creeping me out anyway. Brendan is saying, I'm really glad that Doom is coming to the Switch day one. even if I've never played it. That's cool. If you're thinking of playing that new Doom Eternal, I highly recommend that you play the first Doom on Switch first. Like that, you really get a better appreciation of what they're changing. And I hear that, you know, Doom on Switch is also really, really good, just on its own. You've seen me stream it, and it's a really good game. So whether it's on PS4 or Steam or Switch or anywhere, I do recommend it on Switch. I would say that if I hadn't had the PS4 version be on a sale for like $10, I would have probably gotten the Switch version. And yeah, like that game is something else. Doom 2016. I recommend you play that first, or like try to find it on a discount or something before you get into Doom Eternal, because I just feel like you'll appreciate it a lot more with Doom Eternal coming to Switch as well. Reina and Emma left a slightly sulky Celine behind and took off to the store to buy whatever it was Emma was searching for, like milk for the cat or something. Here we go. The color looks just right too. We're gonna make our sweater. That's wool, right? I don't know you could knit. I used to do it quite often back home, actually. I am a witch, so hey. I've been working on a scarf for Celine. Hey, there we go. For a while now, sort of a reunion present. It's almost done too, but I ran out of wool, so I came here to buy some more. Oh, really? In that case, why not finish it in our living room? That way you should be able to work on it without her finding out about the surprise. That sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you, Reen. After showing Emma on the mansion's living room, Reen decided to sit and accompany her as she worked. The both of them enjoyed the soothing warmth of the fire. They look like a fucking married couple like that. Yeah, they do. They totally do. They look like an old married couple. I made some tea, Emma. I made some tea, sweetie. My darling. That looks great so far. The children will love it. Why, thank you, Reen. They dead ass look like they're married. I think this deep blue color will really suit her personally. Yeah, her personality. Definitely. Can't wait to see how it'll look when it's done. I'm just waiting for the moment where, like, Sharon walks in and says, oh, hey, when did the wedding happen? It's nice to see how close the two of you are. Close? Do you really think so? She's certainly important to me, but at the same time, she's not exactly pleasant to me most of the time either. Yeah, she's not the nicest person. I don't think she means any harm by it. Don't tell her that I said this, but she was really worried about you the whole time we were separated. I know for a fact that she cares about you, even if she has a tough time putting it into words. Really? Thanks for telling me. We've been together since the day I was born, but I guess I still have a hard time reading her. I once began training to become a full-fledged witch. She became a familiar, so in a sense she's like a sister to me. Really? I'm kind of jealous. I wish I had an animal as a sibling. As far as siblings go, I just have boring, normal old humans. And like, you two can be completely open with one another. When it comes to Elise, I always find myself holding back from saying what I'm really thinking. You say that, but I'm sure Celine is still keeping plenty of things from me. I can certainly be more open with her than I can with Vita, though, at least. Vita? If you don't mind me asking, how are you two related? Well, don't tell me they're gonna be siblings. You said she was something of a sister to you when we first found out her true identity. She's a sister in the sense that we both trained to become witches together, huh? I almost admired and looked up to her, both of her skill in witchcraft and her beautiful voice. Even now, I feel like I'll never be able to catch up to her in terms of raw talent. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. All you can do is keep trying, really. I suppose. One thing's for certain, you won't be able to catch up with her in a day. You don't learn how to knit the scarf in a day, right? That took time. Catching up to Vita shouldn't feel any different. All you can do is keep trying to better yourself. Yeah, I agree. When you put it that way, you have a point. Big pointo. Thank you for the encouragement, Reen. I feel a lot better now. Alright. Let's just sit down in front of the fire. Eventually, Emma finished knitting the scarf and promptly delivered it to Celine, and while she may not have put it into words, it was obvious from her purring that she was very pleased. Alright, it'd be cool if we could actually see the cat wearing the scarf. No? You don't see it. Hey, Kit. So Noah was working on something in the plaza yesterday. She was improving her fishing tackle. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, so you can do another one. She's one of those double ones. Fuck. That means I won't be able to hang out with everybody. Like, I'm using 2 points on one person. That's a kick in the nuts if I ever saw one. Like, I want to be able to interact with all of the girls. Alright, let's talk to Sarah at least once. Go to the hotel, see where they're at. Where's everybody hiding? Come on. I know where y'all at. Eustace? Fuck off. Where are the ladies? Oh, God. The desktop background in my computer changed, and is a really lewd picture of Homeda wearing absolutely nothing. And when I mean nothing, I don't mean that exaggeratingly as like, oh, she's practically naked. No, she's flat out not wearing anything right now. I didn't even know I had that picture. Well, seeing as Towel and Miles are safe, I'm guessing all the bracers here in Erebony are probably okay. I wish I could say the same for our colleagues over in Crossbell, though. I can't even get in touch with Wenzel. A friend of yours? They go back a ways, yeah. He used to be registered as a brazier here, but eventually he packed up and moved to Crossbell. Brandon is saying, can we see? I mean, if you want to get the stream banned and give me a strike. Sure. Anyway, leave worrying about the guild to us. You've got plenty on your plates as it is. Just focus on what you guys are gonna make next. If you feel like you need a break, I'd be happy to join you, though. Oh, like drinking? I should take her up on that, yeah. That sounds nice. Actually, would you mind hanging out with me for a while? Would you mind fucking snowboarding with me for a while? Striking while the iron's hot, I see. Alright, I could use the company. I was actually thinking of heading to the tavern for a drink or two. What do you say, to a little change of venue? Yeah, that's fine by me. I'll stick with living the dry life. Give me some orange juice. Figured you'd say that. I mean, whatever. I'll join you. It's about the company, not about the drink in itself. I think Sarah's another double one. Yeah, it is another double one. At the beginning, they tell you which ones are doubles. And Sarah, and I think Claire is another one of them. And Emma. There's like 4 people that have doubles. No sooner had they arrived at the tavern that Sarah asked Gerald for another alcohol recommendation. And after she offered to pay, Irene settled on a ginger ale. Settled on some fucking Dr. Pepper. This is the good stuff. It's got a very mellow taste, but it's sweet and refreshing too. I had no idea you can make something so good out of rice of all things. It's a kind of alcohol from the east that Master Kafai brought here, I believe. Gerald said it's called Junmai Shu. The Master Kafai sure knows his stuff. He sounds like a man I'll let to drink the night away with. He's always been a bit of a heavy drinker, so I'm pretty sure he'd take you up on that if you asked him. But you might want to cut down on the booze. With things so shaky now, you never know when you'll need to take action. I know. I'm not planning on getting myself plastered when you've got the discussion later on, so don't freak out. Nah, I think I've earned a bit of alcoholic relaxation time, personally. After all, I went cold turkey while I was in hiding. It was torture. Oh, it was horrible. Would you deny your poor instructor some sweet, sweet relief? No, God. You have a problem. You're blushing and everything. Sure, relief. Let's call it that. What have you been doing all this time anyway? We didn't hear so much as a rumor about you. I was just lying low, gathering what information I could through connections from my guild years. Information about what was going on elsewhere in the country, the capital in particular, that kind of stuff. In the capital? Did you manage to find anything out? No more than you did yourself, sad to say. The Noble Alliance is doing a great job of keeping information from leaking out of the city. The Nintendo ninjas are out there, trying to annihilate anybody that dares leak a new character in Smash. After that, I decided to sneak into the Cruzen province to follow the Alliance's movements from there. And that was when I ended up getting in contact with Eustace. It's pretty impressive you're able to do so much all on your own. Well, working alone and gathering info are 2 things I had to get used to during my guild years. So it was nothing new for me. If anything, I'm more impressed with everything you've managed to do. I was glad to see everyone here was okay after that Jaeger attack, too. Sounds like it was a high-ranking corps. Yeah, the Northern Jaegers, under orders from Duke Alborea. Fortunately, there were no fatalities, even if the experience was pretty traumatic for everyone. Yeah, sure. Dad's woken up now, too, so there's been no real long-term damage there. We have the goddess's blessings in that respect. Yeah, lucky, honestly. He should have been dead. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to help when you needed it most, Rain. You don't need to apologize. You couldn't possibly have known what was gonna happen. Is something wrong? You look distracted all of a sudden. Hee hee. No, it's nothing. I was just thinking about what a relief it is that your dad's okay. He always seemed like such a pleasant man, especially for a noble. Handsome, too. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I got it from my dad. I mean, we're not blood related, but still. I don't like where this is going. He's married, you know. Also, I'm here. Don't you want somebody younger? Relax, I'm just kidding. Anyway, all that aside, you made it this far. You can make it the rest of the way, too. Just keep your eyes on the future, and that starts by deciding what to do next. You're right. Well, I'll be counting on your sup. Ah, this stuff is awesome. Can you let me finish my emotional fucking sentence before you wind up passing out on the floor? I'm bearing my heart out to you, and here you are getting fucking crunked. After finishing your drink, Reen led an ever so tipsy instructor Sarah back to the Phoenix Wings. She got distracted and started making snow angels on the floor. And I said, no, please. It's not funny. It's embarrassing. People are watching. Deadly assist, powerful strike. Okay, good. Alright. Oh god, there's another one, and I only have 3 points left. I want to be able to talk to everybody. Okay, there's nobody here. It's the fucking chef. Did he say anything different? I saw little Rufus a number of times back when I worked at the palace, and I even saw him learning falconry from Lord Tio at a competition in Heimdall. He really seemed to be enjoying himself too. Truly a shame that we're now on opposite sides. Yeah. Wait, there's another yellowy thing here. Who else is here? Oh, she's the only woman here. Alright, well, fuck this place. I'm out of here. I want to talk... Man, I really wish I could do those doubles. But I would rather talk to more girls with all of my points rather than, you know, dumping all my points on just a few. I want to talk to... Man, I'm going to have to leave one girl hanging. There's going to be one girl that I'm not going to talk to, and is probably going to be Milliam. Because I want to talk to Sharon. I want to talk to Sharon, I want to talk to Laura, and I want to talk to... Claire. And Emma still has another one. They have Celine there, implying that you can, like, you know, have a social link with her as well. But I don't want to. I don't really like Celine all that much, honestly. Alright, so right next to the house, Laura's there. So maybe that can be our next target. Locking in. Target. We can do the snowboard. Well, actually, let's do the snowboarding thing again, just in, you know, just to see what that looks like. There are a bunch of different courses now, right? A course, level 1, level 2, and level 3. 23 out of 25 flags. What is all this stuff? We're at war, Reen. What are you doing? Having fun? Is this all just a game to you? People are dying and you're here snowboarding. Okay, those 2 flags are pretty much the only 2 flags that I could miss. I need to pretty much get every single one after this. This music is so, like, not what I was expecting. I don't know if I like it. It's kind of cheesy. I fucked it up. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna win. I missed out on too many. Yeah, the target is 23. Yeah, that one that I missed there. Nah. Nope.
That wasn't so great.
Come on, let's try it again. Let's try it again. I was right there. The music is like way too happy. Yay, it sounds like, first day of school. Whoppa, here we go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Drive it up, drive it up. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I got distracted by the chat. I saw a really long comment. Hold on, can I pause it? All right. Tony Kage is leaving me a bit of a paragraph there, saying, I've been meaning to ask you if you watched any of Masako X DBZ, What If series, ever since I saw one of your Budokai stream highlights where you talked about them. The reason for why I talked about Masako X is because I have seen those videos. What sense does that make, where I talk about him and I get into specifics, me doing a parody of his fucking theory videos, and then ask me, have you seen his fucking theory videos? Just do a little bit of critical thinking, and you'd probably know that maybe I did watch them because I directly referenced them in the thing that you're referring to that made you ask the question in the first place. But ignore me being a dick. The short answer to that question is yes. I have seen them. There we go. Hit the target, and I'm gonna break the record as well. There we go. I did it.
I did it!
I did it. Yes, the girls will truly love me now. Now that I know how to snowboard. Nah, finish. Give me my reward. What is your favorite series of what ifs? None of them. I mean, I don't really have, I don't really look at Masako X so, like, obsessively, or, like, I don't really have that much reverence for him where I look at it and pick favorites like it's, like, a series, like I'm binging on it on Netflix. It's like, oh, I can't wait! Like, I kind of watch it kind of on a whim. I mean, I watch the stuff, but it's not like, I'm like, oh, his favorite thing! Like, everything just kind of blends together at some point. I like watching his videos when I want to fall asleep. Because his voice is, like, so, like, soft and kind of, like, monotone when he's not trying to make a voice. So, like, whenever I struggle to sleep, I just watch, like, one of his videos. And I just, like... That and I watch my own videos. Like, I legitimately, like, go to my own channel and watch my own stuff. And me just rambling incessantly about stuff that no one cares about. And I fall asleep. Like, I fall asleep watching my own videos. And so whenever I have problems sleeping, I always, you know, watch those kind of people that just ramble on and on and on and on and on and on. And that's better than any fucking pill that you can pop into your body. That's my boy. It wouldn't feel right if Asuna Ymir couldn't handle that course. Here's your prize. Go ahead, take it. I got hair. I'll be sure to keep the courses well maintained. If you feel like boarding again, just come on by. I certainly will. See you then. Ignore what I just posted. Yeah, and I don't really... I mean, I watch the stuff and I like them. But, like, I don't... I mean, I don't really, like, look at it in that way. Where I'm, like, picking favorites and shit like that. I mean, I'm into it, but I'm not that into it. There are a lot of videos that I look at the title, I look at the thumbnail, and I'm like, I'm just not interested. Like, I honestly don't care about this, and I just don't watch it. And because I have my own channel, and I worry about my own stuff, you know, I really don't spend as much time watching other people's videos. Especially not, like, you know, every single episode in a series or something, you know? Ow. Can I jump over these? Nope. But yeah, I have seen them, but I'm not that, like, dedicated to them to where I'm like, oh, I love this and I love that one. I don't know. That's that fanboy kind of mode that anybody else would get into. That's not really my mode when I watch this stuff. Which isn't a bad thing. Not to shit on the guy at all. I've said it a million times. I love the guy to death. He's really nice and funny and cool and talented and successful, and everybody loves him. I just don't really view him from that perspective. A very overcomplicated and self-serving way to say that I don't really have a favorite. But that's my answer. Come on. Hopefully I didn't miss... Hopefully I didn't miss any flags. I mean, I missed one, I know that, but, like, I'm talking about, like, the one that I'm allowed to miss, you know? 17 and 18. There we go. And beat the record as well.
I did it!
Your record. Did you see Alyssa? Did you see me be good at the snowboarding? Alright, clear the A3 course. Nice work. That there was an expert level course too. Here's your prize, take it. Passion leggings, oh, those are super expensive. Take this too, new board. It got real popular amongst the youngsters. Purple dotted? That doesn't sound like something that would be popular amongst the youngsters. Sir, I think you really need to reconsider what it means popular amongst the youngsters. Are they memeing on it? Is it popular because people are making fun of it? Select board on the course menu is not available. Everything is purely cosmetic. Choose your personal preference. Keep the courses well maintained. If you feel like boarding again, just come on by. Certainly will. See ya. Okay. So I have, passion leggings. I mean, it takes away all of my health. Let's see. It takes away my There we go. Prevent sleep and nightmare, but this one prevents freeze. Maybe I can put it on someone else. There's so many characters that are lacking in... There we go. So many characters that are lacking in accessories, and here I am trying to, like, you know, put in more shit on Reen that he doesn't need. Alright, I have 3 points. Millie Vanilli, I feel really bad for not. I really want you. But hey. There are other girls that I really haven't given my full attention to. I want to give them their shot, too. We already talked last time, so hey. I'm clear. Something wrong? Oh, Captain, my Captain. Hello, Reen. There's nothing major. I just received an update from one of my men that contains some information I found personally relevant. Somebody left the milk out of the fridge, and it went bad. And so I just... That bummed me out a lot. Oh, well, I won't pry. Hasio8 is saying, I swear I'm missing a board. It's kind of driving me nuts. Oh, man. You missing a board is like a pirate with a steering wheel on his crotch. Driving me nuts. What do you mean board? Like a snowboard? On the snowboard minigame? At the risk of sounding condescending, try not to push yourself too hard. Today is one of the few chances we'll get to rest. I appreciate the concern. Still, you have bigger things to worry about than my well-being. Like the future of Class 7, for example. But I care about you! I care about your well-being. With the town's defenses as solid as your erection, now is the perfect time to sit back and figure all that stuff out. I'm the game? You are the game? I knew it all along. No wonder you know so much. You are Cold Steel 2. Should've known. All the signs were there, but I just couldn't see it. I'm in the game. Oh my god, you're inside the game? Somebody has to rescue you and get you out of there. When it wears like Ready Player One when you need it. Put your little VR headset and fucking, you know, get him out. Go inside the game. You die in the game, you die in real life. She's putting on a brave face. But I can tell she's more exhausted than she's letting on. Yeah, consume the point. Do it for her. So, well, since we're so well defended, why don't we both take a little time to unwind? They have billiards at the Phoenix Wings if you're interested. What do you say? I want to play some pinball? You wanna challenge me in Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Well, given how many people we have trying to keep the town safe, I'll take you up on that offer. Yeah! Let's unwind. Let's play some DDR together. DDR. My little butterfly. The super, like, hyper fast remixes that the fucking DDR has. It's really difficult to choose a song in Dance Dance Revolution because they all sound the fucking same. You know, you have, like, this incredibly long name of, like, Super DJ Ikmax Remixes Mega Mix 2018 is, like... And then you switch to the other one, and it's like... okay, the other one. Like, oh my god, fucking... Just randomize it, choose whichever one, Jesus. They all sound like fucking nightcore version of a song that is already really fast, and then add like crack cocaine to that on top of it, and then fast forward it, and that's what the fucking song is. Thou art funny. Thou hast made me smile. You know what makes me smile? Seeing Claire be good at billiards. That's hot. Some guy in the corner is like, she's good at the game. He just nudges the guy next to him. It's like, that fucking turns me on, bro. I can't believe you just pocketed all the balls in one shot. You're pocketing my balls right now with how great you are. You're so suave and cool and smart and hot and stupid. And where's my glass of water? I need to take a shot. That's another Oni Plays reference. She's smart and beautiful and stupid. Fortunately, they all moved exactly how I calculated that they would. I'm sorry, I've ended the game before you even had the chance to take a shot, haven't I? Oh, really? It was her first turn and she ended the game already? I mean, I can hit that white ball there, you know? Dude. Thinking about it, games like these seem like exactly the kind of thing a fucking badass and super fucking hot person like you would be good at. Just imagine. I was probably walking into a bear trap the moment I invited you, a bear trap that I'm very happy to get snaggled into. Granted, I should have at least tried to hold back a little. Sorry. Say that when we're in bed together. Lecter would have done a better job of making the game more enjoyable for both sides. He would have broken the stick in half and strangled himself with it. And like that, he'd be unconscious on the floor, and like that, he wouldn't be able to play. And like that, you know, everybody get a fair shot. Kenai. Hello, Kenai. He's saying, at THP sub, how's it going, man? Say, what do you think of Nightcore in general? I think it's cool. There are some songs, like 1 or 2 songs that I think are legitimately better in Nightcore than they are in their normal state. Because I just think that the original songs are just, like, way too fucking slow. But, it's interesting. It's such a weird-ass fucking thing, Nightcore is. But I like it. There are certain songs that just sound stupid and bad with Nightcore. It really does seem like people take any song in the world and they just slam in that fast forward thing, and they kind of just edit it without really understanding how you know, what people do to make it sound good. And yeah, a lot of it is very cheap. A lot of it legitimately feels like they are just fast forwarding it. But there are some songs where they actually take a lot of care and attention and actually making it sound cooler and better. And those are kind of the songs that I focus on. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff out there. There's a song like by Journey that I like a lot in Nightcore version, rather than the original. The name of that song escapes me right now, but God, what song was it? Journey was the one that starts like it's like holding hands, but I've been sending it for you. Many time won't change your mind. In a minute time, you fade down to be your life. And the drums, boom, da, da, boom. Let's go. Let's turn the pop and love you. You love and love beside you. You love, I still love you. Independent when I separate ways. That's what the song was called. The song was called Separate Ways by Journey. and the song, the Nightcore version of that song is so much better than the original. I think the original, it just sounds boring and slow when I hear it. But the Nightcore version just gives it that fucking oomph. You know, like that boom, pa, boom, boom, pa, like just the drums feel like they're in perfect rhythm on Nightcore. Yeah, that one. I like 2, especially the cover versions, but at times I kind of don't like it. Yeah, again, like, it depends. Like, there are a lot of Nightcore songs out there that sound bad, but that's because they're badly edited, you know? Usually that's why. And, again, there are songs that just don't fit that format at all. I think it's a lot better for Japanese songs, for slower rock songs, to be amplified by making them faster. There are specific genres that benefit from it, you know? I sincerely doubt there's any, like, fucking country songs out there. You know, I don't think there's any, like, Taylor Swift out there that you can put that'll sound better in Nightcore. But I don't know. Again, it depends. It's on a case-by-case basis. But for the most part, Japanese pop songs benefit a lot. And anime opening songs and shit like that. Yeah. But anyway, Captain Claire. All the while leaving certain elements up to chance to keep things interesting. Okay, yeah, sure. Talking about billiards. That lines right up with my impressions of him, too. But Lecter, I always did peg him as a trickster. I was a big old tricky boy. I wish I was a better player. I wish I was just better in general. They'd be able to put up a halfway decent fight in that case. Hee hee. Well, how about I give you a few pointers in my bed? While we're here. What, me? But I'm just a mere boy. You don't mind? I'm your boy. Not at all. I can teach you some valuable lessons. That are guaranteed to help. Making good use of them will be down to you, but this should allow you to improve your score when playing. All I want to do is improve my score with you. If you're sure that you don't mind, teach me everything. Captain Claire started happily teaching Reen how to play more effectively. She made even explanations on complicated issues like politics and techniques sound simple. Going through every step with limitless kindness and patience, trying not to fucking snap the stick because she gets so frustrated over me being like, am I doing this right? I'm holding like the fucking triangle thing for like to organize the balls, and I'm using that as a way to like hit the ball. Am I doing this right? I'm like, Goose Fraba. Okay, I gotta be patient. Thanks to that, he was able to improve an astonishing amount in a relatively short period of time. He feels that he can begin the tournament arc in billiards finally. Ah, great. Yeah, don't show any of the balls. Well, a little like Spider-Man climbing up the wall kind of hand. Well done. That's the 9 ball pocketed as well. Thanks. To be honest, this is the first time I've been able to pocket all the balls without making a single mistake. Haha, balls. They sound like testicles. That's the joke. You really are natural at teaching. I wouldn't have been able to do anything at all if you weren't such a capable pupil. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to keep practicing with you if you're up for it. Really? Why, you're such a kind, incredible, amazing person, Captain. I love you. What makes you say that? Well, it's true. You went out of your way to help us countless times in our field studies. And you have big gun and bigger teeth. And now you've shown them to accompany us here and help us with protecting the village. It's easy to forget sometimes that you're part of the RMP or an Ironblood. It feels like you're always there, watching over us from the shadows. I really do appreciate it. You're like a ninja. Hee, I think you're overstating how much I've really done. But you have done a lot. How many times did you fucking save our ass in the previous game? I'm a Thor's graduate as well, after all, so I can't help but want to look out for others from the academy. In some ways, I should want to act like I'm still there, looking out for my classmates like an upperclassman should. Yeah, you're my senpai. You're my senpai. Be my senpai, senpai. Notice me, senpai. Playing around on my new computer, downloading Final Fantasy 14? Cool. I gotta get back into Elder Scrolls Online, now you're talking about MMOs. I should download Elder Scrolls ESO on my brand new big, massive, big dick gaming rig and play it on there, because I've been playing it on Mac for the longest time and I feel like a fucking idiot because of it. It's like, I should just play it on the PC, on my TV, with my Xbox controller. Well, whatever your reasons, that doesn't change that I'm still grateful. I can't say for sure, seeing as I only have a younger sister. And another girl that wants very badly to be my sister and also my lover. But if I had an older one, I have a feeling she'd be just like you. Did that offend her? Nah, I don't like that. That upsets me. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, Claire! Oh my god, Claire! Claire! Ooh! Oh god, I didn't think we knew each other that well, but sure. I'll take the hug. What was that beautiful thing about? Nah, don't mind me. Please try and think of it as nothing more than a meaningless gesture. How can I not get any meaning out of that? You just hugged me and tapped your shoulder, your forehead on my forehead, and it was all nice and stuff. How can I? Well, if you say so. I mean, does that mean that the boner I have right now is also meaningless? I'm so confused right now. I intend to continue doing whatever I can to aid you in the future. My primary duty may be to serve the Railway Military Police and carry out the will of Chancellor Osborne. But I have no reason to believe that I'll ever be anything other than an ally to you and Class 7. I want to be more than just an ally, though. I wouldn't have it any other way. No, say that you want more than that. Give her the wedding ring. I know that any help you can give will go a long way for us. I wish I was playing Evenical, where you can have, like, multiple wives and have it be canon. While reading... Oh, man, Evenical. That's a game that I have to make a video about. And definitely a video, not a stream, because that game is an R18 pornographic experience. And it's kind of fucked up. The very first sex scene that you see is a rape scene, and that was a little too much for me to handle. I definitely want to make a video about Evenical. It is a very interesting game. And the way that they handle everything is interesting as well. That's definitely a game worth looking into, but because it's an R18 game, it's an adult game, it's a hentai game with RPG elements, I've hesitated to really look at it, to make a video on it. I mean, I really want to research and see what YouTube videos exist out there, just to see how far I can go, because I really want to talk about Evenical. I've been playing a lot of it recently, and I'm really happy. It officially came out in English, through, like, Manga Gamer, I think, but it's like, God, that game is such a fucking enigma. Like, I really want to talk about it, and I want to get Shades to collaborate with me on it, because I feel like we haven't talked about it. Neither of us have. And so, that'd be such an interesting fucking thing to do. I want to do, like a Shady Corner across GGHF thing again. Yeah. While Reen still had no idea what prompted her sudden warm embrace, she wasn't able to press the subject further. Their conversation now over, they silently made their way back outside. Alright. Alright, teen. You heard me. You heard what I said. Level 3. Nope, I missed what that said. Alright, we have 2 points left. Oh, there's no double for Claire. Well, that clears up my conscience just a little bit more. Alright, Laura's outside. Right outside the house, right there, looking on at me. Hasued is saying, like it so far? What, the computer? Haven't been able to enjoy it much so far, since I pretty much spend the entire day setting it up, even installing an SSD. Yeah, that's how it is. Remember, when I bought my own computer, I spent like 3 days just installing everything, downloading everything, setting it up, like all of that shit. You spend a good amount of time just doing that. And, you know, like, I didn't stream, I didn't fucking make any videos or anything for like 3 days. I was gone, because I was just setting it up. But after you're finished with all that, you enjoy it. You just enjoy your computer to the max. Kenai is saying, doesn't that game have the main character do breastfeeding? What do you mean do breastfeeding? Not really my thing. What do you mean breastfeeding? The main character? I mean, the main character's a dude. So I don't know how the dude can breastfeed, but okay. Also, I haven't played the game enough for me to be able to say yes or no. The main character's a dude. Fucking, you know, Asterisk. Even the air here feels clean. It's not so hard to see why Yun Ka Fai is so fond of this village. Also, like, if that one thing is, like, enough for you to, like, completely turn you off from the entire game, I would recommend the contrary. I would recommend that you, look deep inside yourself and say, you know, there's a skip button. You can just skip to whatever parts you don't like. Look, I got through a pretty fucking horrendous, fucked up rape scene in that game. I endured through it, but everything else is good. There's some parts that I don't like and that I'm not into and that I absolutely, for sure, do not enjoy seeing at all. But, it's a part of the experience, and, it's a part of the discussion. I mean, I don't know if there's breastfeeding in the game. I don't know. I really haven't gone far enough to be able to say. But I'm interested in, you know, in what it's got going. It's been a while downloading a few games, working on my laptop, see how they work. They were great. Cool. It's not hard to see why you and Kafai are so fond of this village. I hope that I'll get the chance to bring Father and Klaus here one day. We'd be happy to have them. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll have plenty of chances once the war's over. I hope so. I suppose that's another reason for us to hasten his conclusion. He drinks the boob milk. What? So, like, for you, somebody just drinking boob milk is, like too far. That's too much for you. You're not into it? I mean, sure, I get it, but again, you can just skip it if you don't like it. I'm still at a loss. I'm sure that's, like, such a small, tiny fraction of the game. I'm at a loss as to how, though. What should we do, I wonder? She's definitely racking her brain over this. Maybe a break would do her good. Yeah. Yeah, drinking boob milk is not necessarily breastfeeding. I mean, like, again, are you talking about, like, drinking it from a cup? Or just drinking it straight out of the... straight out of the source? And again, like, whatever. Like, I'm ambivalent to that. I don't understand why that'd be something people wouldn't be into. Why don't we go somewhere and take a break? It's good to take a breather sometimes when you're stuck on a difficult problem. Let's play billiards! That sounds reasonable. Play pinball with me. I'd like to ask you a favor. Will you escort me to your room? Oh, okay, we're going there. We're going there that quick? Alright. I'd be mighty happy to. This is my humble abode. You just want to look at my sword. So this is your bedroom. Yes, there's this one little bit with the sword on it. That is my whole room. The decor has something of an Eastern feel to it, fitting for a former student of Yunkafai. Is there anything here that's particularly representative of the 8-leaf school? Hasu said, I don't really like reading sex scenes, so I skip them in Fate's Stay Night. Really? I like just putting them on autopilot. I should have known. It caught me off guard when you asked to see my room, but it figures that's what you were interested in. I like reading the dialogue during sex scenes. I think it's funny. Because the descriptions are just so stupid. But, I never said I was turned off. It's just not entirely my thing. But my thing, nonetheless. I mean, if it's not your thing, it stands to reason that you're not aroused by it. Why would you be surprised? It's nothing. As for your question, I don't have all that much, I'm afraid. I have some tea leaves Master Kafai gave to Dad a while back, I think. How about it? You ever had some green tea? Green tea? Coffee? I'd like that very much. Have some tea with me. What is that pink stuff? Onions? This is quite a refined taste indeed. It's my first time tasting green tea. Monica let me sample the tea served at her class tea house during the festival. But this seems to have more depth to its flavor and fragrance. Kenai laughed so hard that he needed 2 text lines to type it up. It didn't fit the first time, he just had to do it twice. It seems to have more depth to its flavor and fragrance. Master Kafai is a huge fan of his kind, apparently. He brought it back to the East himself. He's always bringing gifts whenever he comes to visit, sometimes uninvited. When he's popular among the locals, everyone here likes him. Really now? I mean, mostly because he's just giving shit away for free, but okay. I've yet to have the opportunity to meet him in person, but I can easily see why he and Father get along so well. Would you happen to know where he is now? Afraid not. That letter I received from him during our vacation here didn't specify. He's always been something of a vagrant. He wanders the continent throughout the year, stopping off wherever he pleases. So while I couldn't tell you where he is, I'm sure he's just fine. I imagine so. If rumor is to be believed, he's as proficient with a blade as Father, if not more so. Here we go. You're worried about your daddy. I am. I try to avoid admitting it publicly, but it's a fact. His skill is as immense as ever, but given the various new weapons that have come into play during this war, along with other powerful warriors such as General Aurelian that night from Ouroboros, can't blame you for being a little concerned under the circumstances. Still, all we can do in the meantime is keep going and do what we're able. So long as we keep that up, I'm sure we'll be reunited with him in due time. Maybe. Nah, you're right. In a sense, this is but another trial we must overcome to reach greater heights. Yeah, and I know we can overcome it so long as we're together. Yay, reassuring your friends. Bombalora strengthened. Go ahead, cry in my shoulders. We both have the same hair color. Almost the same hair color. Powerful strike and anger. Great, that's a skill. Anger. I have learned anger. Alright, we have one last point to spend. Ah, this breaks my heart. I don't want to leave anybody out. Okay, so who do we do now? There's a double for Laura. We can go ahead and talk to her again, or we can, spend time with Sharon. And what kind of monster would I be if I didn't spend time with Sharon? At least once. We've been going for an hour and a half already? We've only been talking to people. We're almost out of time. Doing some shopping, Sharon? That's right, since you'll all be gathering for a discussion in the Phoenix Wings, I thought I might, help out in the kitchen. I also thought I could prepare some food for your father, seeing as your mother has other business to attend to, like standing around. Like a normal NPC. That's awfully generous of you, thank you. I forgot how long bonding events can be, yeah. With several Ouroboros members having recently revealed themselves to us, I can't help but assume they're up to something. Yeah, I mean, like, they're long, and they get longer the more people you actually bring in, because that's more people that you have to, like, you know, socialize with. You went from 4 points to 7. So, obviously, that's going to extend this a lot more. You haven't started the next section yet. Yeah, I know. I haven't even gotten to that discussion they keep hinting at. With several Ouroboros members having recently... I'd like you to know, Reen, no matter what happens, my alliance will always lie with you and your classmates. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love you for that. Ensure that whatever you decide on this afternoon is something you can do without regret. Without worrying about what happens to Ouroboros. Sharon. I swear we will. Glad to have your support. Teehee, till the end of time. Well, until fucking Cold Steel 4. It's great to show she's got our back, but she's still good for cooking for Dad. Maybe I can help her out with that. Help the maid! She does too much for us. Even if you're looking out for her, that doesn't mean I can help you with cooking for my daddy. Might as well try and pay him back a little bit for all those years of love and devotion, right? It's Father's Day every day. Your father will be overjoyed to hear you say that. As soon as I'm done with shopping, we can head over to the Kichan. To the Kishon. Together, Rain and Sharon held hands and walked to the mansion and skipped gaily. After seeing that Rain's mother was out, they started making a hearty meal for his Faja. For roasting powers, Faja. And they're making Ymir-style borscht. Good idea. I got plenty of vegetables, and it should be great for warming him up to boot. Hee hee. I couldn't agree more. All of the protein in the meat I'll be using should help accelerate his recovery as well. I need lots and lots of protein. Oh, bother. I forgot the protein in the store. And I really don't want to go back. It'd be a waste of time. It'll be too late. If only there was some place I could get the protein from in a very quick way. Without having to leave this room, says she as she locks the door. Reen. Spread 'em. I couldn't agree more. All the protein. I need all the protein that I can get. Master Reen, could I trouble you to chop the vegetables? Chop the lettuce. Chop the lettuce. Sweep the floor. Sweep the floor. If you would, I'll set about preparing the meat and seasoning the soup. Sure. There's still several Ouroboros members we haven't seen yet. Yeah, I know. There's so many fucking bosses. It's ridiculous. Whistle. It's times like these where she seems just like any other maid. What happens if the main character turns evil or her alliance still remain? Well, she's not really a main character. She's more like a supporting character. I think I'm so smart. Yeah, I mean, like, you're asking obvious questions. You're doing the PR for the people that are supposed to be promoting Cold Steel 4. Curious who the Grandmaster is? I have a few theories though. It's fucking a random ass green palm. It's time like these where she seems just like any other maid. It takes me back to watching her cook for us in the dorm. Hard to believe that she's actually an enforcer for Ouroboros sometimes. Part-time. Ah! Fucking cut my entire finger! Something wrong? Heavens, you sliced your finger. Let me suck on it. Sorry, I should have been paying more attention. Your beauty distracted me. I didn't cut it too deep, though, so it should be fine. Oh no, that won't do it all. Give me a tiara. Would you hold still a moment? I'll stop the bleeding. Like, oh my god, you're actually doing it! Ah! God is good. Aidios is good. Oh my god, that can't possibly be like a, oh, I'm so innocent and this is just the only way that I know how to do it. This can't possibly just be her being innocent and sweet. She knows what the fuck she's doing. Is fucking Sharon, for God's sakes. Sharon! Close the door first. What are you? This is so awkward. No, this is the greatest thing ever. Just let her do it. Just let her do it. There, that should do the trick. Are you secretly a vampire? Sharon. It's not a good idea to start sucking on people out of the blue like that. Ah, man, don't say that. Don't say that. Just say, just let this be a thing. Just between you and me. Tee-hee. Any particular reason? You see, like that's why. That's why I know that she's not being all cute and innocent. This is all intentional. She's making Reen all thirsty. I'll bring you a bandage, so please wait in the adjacent room. Oh my god, she's the greatest maid in the world. She's messing with me again, isn't she? God, she's such a fucking flirt. I love it. There we are, all better. Please leave the rest of the work to me. You should give your finger time to heal. You're probably right. I'm sorry that it couldn't be of more help. You needn't be sorry, Master Reen. You made a valuable contribution as it was. You gave me the blood that I needed to make myself eternally young. It brought back memories of Lydia Lisa's younger days, too, when she would fucking cut herself and I'd suck on her fucking delicious small finger. Whenever she fell and scraped her knees, she would always start crying for me to come and help her, and I'd be like, ah, just lick the whole fucking knee. How sweet. I can picture how embarrassed she'd be if she learned Sharon was telling people this, her sucking on people's knees. Have you ever had an idea for a fan theory for either Cold Still or SK? Wow, she wants a fan theory? No. Why would I? Come to think of it, you've been working for the Reinford family for a while, haven't you? 7 years, in fact. It was shortly after Mr. Reinford's passing. I cannot begin to thank Madam Chairman Irina enough for giving me the chance she did. It was only thanks to her kindness that I was able to begin a new life under her employ. Does that mean you've never been a maid before she hired you? What were you before that? Oh. Teehee, as you no doubt suspect, I lived as an enforcer. A mission given to me by Ouroboros was what first led me to meet her, and she wasted no time in trying to hire me. I served in both capacities, concurrently after that. You won't find many executives who would knowingly hire an agent of Ouroboros. She never ceases to amaze, huh? She certainly doesn't. Nonetheless, it was thanks to her that I was able to find a new path on my own. Too late for me to turn back and change what's already been done, but she was willing to give me a different future. What do you mean? I'm assuming she's, like, killed people and shit. Nothing, I was simply thinking out loud. Regardless of what happened in the past, my love for the Reinford family will never waver. Nor will my devotion to Class 7, Master Reen. I shall continue to do all that I can to serve you, Heart. Please serve me. I know we can always count on you. And everyone else knows that, too. I hope we can always stay fondly in your thoughts. Sharon. Ah, man. Sharon stays fondly in my thoughts, too. Sharon ain't no thought. After their conversation was finished, Sharon returned to preparing Baron Schwartz's meal. And after helping however he could until his mother returned, Reen left them to finish by themselves. Level 3. Auto something. I hate that the box automatically shows up. Mother? You'll be meeting with your classmates today, yes? Yep. A few things we need to cover before going forward. Plus, we need to talk about Elise and the princess, too. The determination in your eyes is so like your father's. No matter what path you choose to follow, always know that you have our support. Just remember to take care of yourself, alright? I will, I promise. Alright. Yeah, Kina, have I ever had a fan theory for Cold Still? No. I don't know why I would, honestly. I've never really been inspired to do that. Nothing that's, like, totally cringy or stupid that people are asking already. Samurai Kagura, not really. Never really felt the need to do, like, stupid fan theories. But, I mean, most of it just feels like reaching or speculation or just inserting stupid ideas into other people's minds that'll just make them... Like, some people just kind of roll with something, even though it's completely not true at all. And then they'll just, like, take it as if, like that's an actual thing that's happening. I'd just rather not. I mean, there's been, like, what-if scenarios and stuff like that, but, like, there's no need, honestly. Especially right now, where I'm at right now with Cold Steel 2, like, there's still so much shit that I haven't seen yet with Cold Steel 3 and 4, that, you know, why would I fucking do any type of theory, now at this point? It just seems kind of stupid. And with Samurai Kagura as well, I mean, I'd rather just work with what I have, rather than just making shit up. I hate using this word. I feel like people, after a certain age, people have to grow out of this word, but I'll say it here. All this here is just kind of dumb. I just... I don't know. They kind of just rub me the wrong way, most of them. Especially when people use them for, like, YouTube clicks and YouTube views, and it's like... I don't know. Just most of them don't make sense. And they're not interesting or intriguing enough for me to really, like, pursue anything like that. Who would you go for? The maid, Alora, or the main love interest? I mean, again, if you're really making me choose, I would probably... My first choice would be the canon love interest, or at least what the story seems to be gearing towards, which is Alyssa. That one seems like the obvious, like, these two people are meant to be together kind of love interest. So I'd probably go for that on instinct. But if I had to choose... Man. Either... Fuck. Like, I love all of the girls, man, but if I really, really, like, gun to my head, had to choose... Probably Laura... Sharon... Sarah... and Claire. I would, like, make the four of them fucking play Fortnite. And whoever wins would be the one that I would choose, because I honestly have a tough time choosing between the four of them. I got time left before the meeting starts. I should get some rest. I already used up all of my... Did I save already? Yeah, I literally just saved. But I'll save again, because I'm that paranoid. Now there, as you can see the picture there, I saved right in front of the door. I too tried coming up with a fan theory, but it seems that I was just reaching for anything to create a theory. Yeah, I know. If it's a theory, it has to be, like, it has to fucking make sense. You can't just be making shit up just because there's some fan fiction in your mind that you want to have be real, or, like, shipping characters for no reason, or, like, you know, just you inserting yourself into something, like, that's bullshit. Or, like, seeing something, like, without any critical thinking, just like, I want this to happen, so it's like, what if it happens? You know, just you know, changing the sentence to I want this to happen to like theory, what if this happens? Like, that's bullshit. That is so much more like self-serving than it is actually contributing to any kind of discussion. Rather than actually taking the information that you have and being like, okay, what would make sense within this world, you know? Because that's what happens, you know, with a lot of stuff like Dragon Ball and One Piece, and like, a lot of people tend to just fucking ignore the rules. And be like, well, this small little hint of a thing happened before, so I'm gonna use that for my entire, like, support for this big unreasonable thing to happen, you know? And if you want to get really lazy, just kill characters. Like, if you want to get, like, really, like, not even fucking trying, I just want to get clicks on YouTube, is, what if this character dies? What if that character dies? What if that person didn't die? You know? It's either, what happens if dead, and what happens if not dead? And, like, fucking, ugh. Fuck off. I'm so sick of that. This fucking potato chip content. It's fast, not too complicated, fills up your stomach at that moment, but, like, 30 minutes later, you're just gonna be hungry again. And it's not even healthy for you. Clock struck 12. One by one, Class 7 began to make their way to the Phoenix Wings cafeteria. Once they all had gathered, they jumped right into discussion what they're going to do from this point forward, yeah. Well, at least, you know, theories require some thinking. It's not like the true massive master of all potato chip content, which is like, you know, the reactions and the let's plays. And I know that I do a lot of that too, because I got obsessive with just, you know, wanting to put content out every day. But, like, if I want to make good content, it's going to take time. It's not going to be something that I'll do on the daily. That's never going to happen. And so I wanted to make something a little bit, with a little bit more substance. And so I said, okay, every Let's Play that I do will be live streamed, and the archive is there if you want to watch it. Fuck it. You know? Nobody watched all of my other videos anyway, so, like, why does it matter? Just put it out there, and whoever wants to watch it is there. And then for the main channel, you know, more of the news kind of stuff, you know, talk about other stuff that I'm more interested in. And if there's games that I'm really passionate about, like Sermon Kagura and Persona, you bet your ass I'm fucking making videos on that, you know, because I care about it, and my audience cares about it as well. So, you know, that's two birds and one stone. And so, you know, but, I definitely, I've done the mistake of, like, thinking that just churning stuff out on the daily would like, naturally make me grow. And, I think everything that isn't,
you went up a rank.
you know, like daily
Here's
Let's
a little
Plays
something
and
from the
trying to force some routine out of it is like, you know, it has worked against me rather than for me. Every successful video that I've done is things that I've done out of passion. Like the Smash reactions, I mean, they're reactions, but they're reactions of things that I care about, you know? And like anime vlogs or things that I'm interested in. The reviews, you know, just, you know, when I give a shit about something, it pays off, you know? And when I just, like, cynically make a Let's Play because I feel like I have to put a video out on this day, like, that's when I have completely missed the point and I have to stop. But yeah.
Nice work.
Every day, I'm always, you know, thinking about what the fuck to do with this channel.
You did all right, I guess.
And everything always boils down to do whatever the fuck you want as long as it makes you happy and it fills you. If it's something that you give a shit about, like, it is gonna pay off. And don't just force yourself to do something just because you feel like you have to, because that's when I should just fucking quit, because it's just not, that's not what I'm here for. I mean, I'm here to have fun, and I'm here to, like, express myself in a way that shows how passionate I am about video games and the medium and everything that is possible within it. And, yeah, you know, just churning it out just cause, no. And that's why, and I still want to keep playing games without having to worry about, like, oh, this could be a series or stuff, you know, just, I want to play games naturally, you know, just play games without having to worry about that. That's why I started streaming a lot more often. I've thought long and hard about it, and I think we, as a class, need to find a third way. A path of our own, separate from ones the reformists and noble factions are taking. A third way, you say? I do agree. It wouldn't feel quite right for us to directly support either side. True, we might be military academy students, but we're still students at the end of the day. Involving ourselves in a civil war isn't something we should take lightly. We might have a divine knight on our side, but we're still going to need to be very careful in how we proceed, and very powerful. Kenai is saying, the only thing that could be a theory would be Naruto being a lesbian, but I'm not for stupid clickbait. Yeah, you see, that's a good example. I sometimes think the PewDiePie strategy is kind of overrated at times. What do I mean, overrated? When it comes to YouTube videos, like what does that even mean, overrated? Do people like it too much, and I don't like it? What, the whole, like, looking at memes kind of stuff? What part of that is overrated? I feel like you're using the wrong word to describe something that you're feeling. Overrated. PewDiePie strategy. How can a strategy be overrated? Like, that none of those words that you're saying make any sense to me. You need to be more specific, or maybe rephrase that. So you're saying that you're just not a fan of him just making daily meme videos? Is that what you're saying? Because overrated just means that a lot of people like this thing that I don't like, and I want to make them feel bad by saying that they like this thing too much. That's what it means when something is overrated. Like, overrated is such a fucking self-serving word. Like, I really don't like using it, even though I do use it sometimes, but I hate using that word, because that's what it means. It means, like, you're not supposed to like this thing. You like it too much. And so I'm like, fuck that. You like whatever you like. I can personally not like it. But, like, I'm not gonna say that's overrated. That is overliked. That is way too liked. And I'm like, is there such a thing as liking something too much? I mean, there can be, like, obsessive kind of people, but that's a different story. That's just that's not the same thing. Whatever we do, Valimar will certainly be at the center. Russian Tail is saying I'm back. What did I miss? A lot of social link waifu stuff. A lot of really beautiful moments with the characters. Content produced every day, but yes, reframing it would be better. Yeah, no doubt. We've all seen how powerful the Divine Knights are. If we use them right, we can intervene in the war as much as we want. They're quite literally beings of legend. However, his potential influence of the war is all the more reason why he will need to be used cautiously. What are we going to do then? Even if we agree on not siding with either of the factions, I'm pretty sure each of us have different stuff we want to do. And different things that we have to do too. Yeah, that's true. I think it'd be a really good idea to have all of the older people show up as well. You know, have Tobal, Claire, Sharon, Sarah, have all of them show up here in this meeting so that they can help us reason this out. I need to rescue Elise and Princess Alphen from the Noble Alliance's clutches. Whether it's alone or with you guys, it's something I'll do. There's no way I'll be alone for that. We're with you all the way. I'm concerned about Dad too, what with them having him under arrest. Yep. I still can't get in contact with Fiona either. I'm glad I was able to meet Dad, but I'm worried about her. For me, I'm worried about Ruhr as a whole. It's a huge relief to see you're alright, Sharon, but Mother's still unaccounted for. Oh, okay, she's there. I'm sorry I can't do more to comfort you, my lady. And I have no idea where Father's been for the past month. I'm certain he must be well, but all the same. We're all worried about our families, you see? Hopefully we can find some info on all of them before the fighting gets any more fierce. I'm certainly not worried about the safety of mine. Yeah, I don't give a shit about my dad, not anymore. I know he's okay. Suffice it to say, if we choose to intervene in the war, conflict with them is all but inevitable. That goes for Zeno and Leo too. They've been hired by the Noble Alliance, so I'd say it's likely we'll run into them in the future. Plus, Emma and I still need to talk to Vita to see what exactly she's trying to do, to figure out what's so important to her that she's willing to break a taboo to do it. That's true. Literally everything is falling apart. Whatever you decide to do, you'll have my full support. Just as the warriors of the Nord did 250 years ago. I'm determined to fight to protect my second homeland and those who live within it. Ah, same, we can do this. Hey, like, same, that's so me. Hey, there they are. Why didn't I fucking see them before? I guess I was looking the other way, or I got distracted or something. They're all there. Ah, I mean, I didn't see them, like, in the shot, so I was like, oh, are they not here? No, they are here. I'm a fucking idiot. I can back him up, right, Claire? How could I say no? I have my own duties to take care of as part of the RMP, but I fully intend to support all of you with everything I have. I'm thinking it's about time I return to helping the guild, actually. But I'll still be in touch with Sarah, so I'm sure I can lend a hand or two anytime you need it. Teehee. Naturally, I'd be overjoyed to continue serving you as your dormitory's caretaker. I'm your instructor, so you're stuck with me to the very end. Whatever you choose to do, you'll have my support. You're going to need to decide on a more specific course of action, though. Resolving to find a third way is a start, but only a start. It also leaves it with plenty of questions that need to be answered on top of it all. Yeah. Well, then how about this? Let's figure out right now whether or not we want to keep using Ymir as our base of operations. Yeah, because, I don't know, I feel like... I find it strange that people still haven't caught on to the fact that we regroup here all the time. Just so we're clear on this, there's a limit to how many people can use the spare path at any one time. And with as many people as we have now, I'm not sure how useful it's going to be at this point. We're limited on how frequently we can use it too, right? We're also just as limited on where we can go otherwise. We haven't exactly been the most subtle group around, so who's to say we could even operate elsewhere? An astute point. I mean, I would say take back the school, you know? I would say, like, get in there and just, take it back. The Noble Alliance will no doubt be even more wary of us than before. I mean, I would also take the Courageous as, like, a good base, you know? They wouldn't be able to find us, be in the air, you know? Kenai is saying, personally not trying to make clickbait, but do you think in SK is gay? What the fuck does that even mean? I would say Naruto and Nemu, but I'm open for reinterpretation. I mean, when it's a cast of characters that are only female and barely any dudes, anybody can say that. It's way too easy to say that. I don't know. And I don't care to know either. I honestly, I don't give a shit about that. I don't care. In the end, no matter what we decide, we lose. Indeed, yet we're short on time, so a decision must be made now. It's gotta be something that only we can do. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I know it exists. I'm sure that we'll find it. The best thing we can do now is keep talking things out until we find a way. There's no point in rushing into a decision.
Well, doesn't this look fun?
Vita. She's literally gonna...
I join in?
She's gonna show up in the middle of the fucking table and say, haha, you guys ain't shit. What in the world? What in the dang blazes? It couldn't be. Vita? PS Vita? She can just walk in on her conversation whenever she fucking wants. No, that's kind of annoying. Can't we have any privacy?
It's lovely to see you again, Emma.
Fuck you.
You were finally able to reunite with all of your classmates. I'm happy for you. Really, I am.
No, you're not.
The goddess was on your side after all,
Cut the crap, Vita. They've been listening in all this time. I mean, it seems like in the Legend of Heroes universe, favor, like everything, luck is always in favor of the fucking villains. Like the convenience, anything that could go wrong does go wrong, and is always because, like, the villains constantly get the longer end of the stick all the time. Where are you?
I'm not far at all. Listen closely now.
You can hear her, like, yelling on the other side of the wall. She's gonna fucking break through the window. That sounds just like... Is that? It's coming from up above us. Oh, no. Don't tell me they're gonna fucking attack the place again. That'd be real bad. Well, it wasn't them. It was the mercenaries that did. Oh my god, that's a big-ass ship.
Isn't that the Noble Alliance Force's flagship?
Fuck. That looks like a Star Destroyer from Star Wars.
What's the Pantagruel doing here?
Pantagruel?
Damn it! I didn't think she'd tell the rest of their army where we were.
Well, no, we definitely can't stay here.
But why now?
Why? Because our preparations are finally complete.
I'd ship it. Shut up. We're gonna have to get the robot and escape out of here.
Vita! Vita, you're here. Yes, I am here, in the flesh. Good day to you all, Class 7.
Yeah, good day to you too.
As nice as it would be to finally give you a hug, Emma,
That'd be too icky.
I wouldn't want to keep our guest of honor waiting any longer. So, without further ado...
Guest of honor? Ah, Crow. Motherfucker.
Isn't that
We're gonna fight him again?
the Azure Knight? Crow.
Ordine, the Azure Knight. Ordine?
Long time no see, guys.
Ugh.
Sorry for dropping in on you like this, but I'm sure you know the drill by now.
Yeah.
You ready to have some fun?
Yeah, let's fight. I know, that's what you're here for.
Is that really you, Crow?
There's no doubt about it.
See, you damn terrorist.
Come on!
What?
Right.
I was gonna do it.
Heed my call! Valimar!
Here we go. You see him, like, sucking on a little juice box and like, okay, here we go. Vita's kind of hot. She is. Too bad she's kind of annoyingly evil. She's just a frustrating character to see. I hate Vita.
I'm not gonna lose this time. Because at the end of the day, he's just an obstacle that needs to be overcome.
He's gonna fucking hesitate like always, and he's gonna get his ass kicked.
So lend me your power, Valimar!
He's like, I can't, you're my friend. And then when you take him down, he's gonna be like, you're not gonna finish him off. You're gonna like fucking do something stupid and get careless, and he's gonna win again.
Very well. Use my power as you see fit.
He's not gonna win.
You've really taken to piloting since your last encounter, haven't you?
They're not gonna have the fight, like the fight happen right here, right at the beginning. Like, we're gonna fight him like another 2 times, and then the final battle after this, and yeah. This is not the first time, nor the second, nor the third time, nor the last time that we're doing this.
I was hoping you would, and you didn't let me down. You boys have so much potential. But potential is only that. Potential. And you, Reen, might want to reevaluate just how many obstacles need overcoming.
Oh, there's like a billion fucking bosses that we need to defeat. There's so many. It's ridiculous. Like, every time we go to a new location, there's like fucking 2 dudes waiting for us. Yeah. So that's Crow, Vita, and then 3. That's 5, 6, 7, 8.
This is bad.
Yeah, all of the strong dudes that we weren't able to beat are here.
Aren't those the Alliance's allies?
Long time no see, kiddos. You doing all right, Fee?
I see the purple lightning has joined your ranks.
Zeno. Leo.
This is all very annoying.
Zephyr!
And a few members of Ouroboros, too. Guess all the big guys wanted a piece of us today.
And look, Sammy's here too.
Sammy.
Kindly stop referring to Clam Soleus with that bizarre nickname.
Clam Soleus? What constellation is that? What galaxy is that?
Ha ha! Ah, it's such a pleasure to visit this wintry wonderland once again.
God. I want that blue blonde guy dead more than anybody.
Oh, it's a pleasure, all right. The time for my long-awaited revenge has finally come. Now you shall pay!
Fuck you, we kicked your ass before. I'm not worried about you.
It's only been 2 days since you first fought them, you know.
Yeah. McBurn is kind of like the only guy that's like, oh fuck.
This could pose a problem.
McBurn and then those other mercenary guys.
Why send so many powerful allies here? And all at once?
You've proven to be rather formidable adversaries after all. It wouldn't do to underestimate you.
Oh god, Rufus.
Rufus!
I'm pleased to see you all again, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. As for you, dear brother, I was told that you'd run away from home. It does my heart good to see you safe and sound.
But we're gonna kill you anyway.
So, you've finally gathered up the will to make the difficult choices life set at your feet, I presume. Even if those choices place you in my line of fire?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Can't believe he's shown up too.
God, who else? Want to put in any more people in here? Do we have enough fucking villains to deal with?
The Noble Alliance is pulling out all the stops to finally get rid of us, aren't they?
Yeah, maybe if they added like 10 more people in here, maybe I'd be satisfied. Maybe that'd be an actual threat.
Reen, we'll take care of everything here.
Really?
You and Valimar have your own battle to fight.
Okay.
Are you sure?
You do know I can just step on these guys like cockroaches, right?
We're in for a real brawl out here, but a guy couldn't ask for better opponents.
Leave the battle on the ground to us.
We've no intention of backing down without a fight.
I'm sure. What about everyone else?
Karen! I know they're all strong, but still.
I think all of you should join in too.
Well, what do you say we get started?
Here he comes!
All right. Oh, we're moving to a different place.
I'm impressed. You managed to hold your own better than I expected you to. It's only been a month or so, but you've really grown as an Awakener, Reen.
Well, it's hard to go through the kinds of things I have without growing from the experience. And now that I've done all that, I'm going to be the one who takes you down.
It's not gonna be the time that he takes him down. At least not this time. I can, like, the final boss has to be fucking Crow possessed by some other mystical villain or something like that. These kinds of fucking anime games can never have a final boss without, like, the person they're worried about fused with some fucking demonic thing.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree with him. He's not.
I said you could hold your own, not that you could win. Remember, there's still a 3-year gap's worth of experience between us. And it's time you realize just how much of an impact that gap has.
That's enough, Crow!
Alright, we're fighting. Setting me up for failure. So... is everyone else just kinda...
Do they really stand a chance?
Are they seriously gonna stand there and not do anything? Get in there and fight with them!
Well, they're putting up a good fight so far, but...
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's not looking good. They're outnumbered, for one thing.
Okay, you either fucking take the robot and teleport out of here, or you fucking fight with them.
Then it's time we lent them our aid.
There we go!
Agreed. Weapons at the ready, guys.
Why is that even a thing you have to stop and think about?
Always in a rush, aren't you? Stay right where you are. I'll serve as your opponent today.
All of you?
You will?
All of you versus him?
Trying to stop us from joining in?
Obviously.
I'd rather our intrusion cause as little inconvenience as possible for the people of this village.
You're such a liar. You wouldn't be doing this in the village if you were worried about them. Oh, great. He has Ultra Instinct as well. Great.
I'll let you make the first move. It's been quite some time since I last instructed you in fencing, Eustace. I look forward to seeing how you've improved.
Wow.
His guard's perfect.
Stay alert. Rufus is a master of court fencing. We'll need to put all we have into this battle to even stand a chance against him.
Okay.
I would have it no other way.
Select who will participate in the battle. Oh, fuck. Really? Eustace is the leader right now? Okay, standing in for Reen. Well, let's see. Perfect. Keep two of them at a distance, and then Eustace and Laura can get in there. Front and center.
Show me what you're capable of.
Okay, I didn't think I'd be fighting...
I can do this.
I didn't think I'd be fighting, Rufus. I thought it'd just be the battle with Crow, and then we would obviously lose, and then, we would just continue. He's level 80. I mean, we're really not that far off away from him. Level-wise.
Very well.
He does decent damage, yeah. God, he has a lot of health. I think I need to start with crafts and buffs and stuff like that. Holy Command. Yeah, do that. This will be our motivate.
Now's our chance. Don't let it pass.
Understood. Here I go.
Luminous Ray, Solar Ore. Condensed Insanity.
My turn.
Waka Bleed, Demonic Set. No, she's always been best at just getting in there and hitting them.
Now's our chance. I'll back you up.
I think a better idea would be to change that linking.
Oh, like.
Oh, great. That's good.
Oh, please.
Can counter that shit.
No problem.
Okay, yeah, no, so switch this up. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. Golden Sphere, Laforte, Strength 25. Grants Light Clarity. Pierce enemy with Burning Arrow. Fire Magical Arrow forward. Arrow in the air. Burning Arrow into enemies. Blessing. I don't have any Tear or Tiara. Fuck. Well, I can heal. With this. Heals 30%. Yeah, okay.
Hang in there.
I suppose I should
Thank you very much. Of course.
Ah, she's sealed? She is. Several magical blades. Crescent Moon's power. Magic Reflect. Oh, and that increases defense. Defense plus 50, 3 turns, Magic Reflect. Okay, yeah.
Oh, Moon, shield us from harm. Crescent shell.
Alright, that'll do nicely.
I'll handle this.
Dark Matter. He only has a slight weakness to the magic stuff. Oh, great.
I can do this.
Very well.
How do I stop you from doing that? Impede. Fuck off.
Leave this to me.
Oh man, 90% mute.
Blade of light. Go.
What the fuck? I keep missing.
Of course.
I'm legitimately trying to do my best to avoid that fucking magic thing from happening. And it's like...
How about this?
I literally tried everything to stop him from doing that, and he just kept missing. That was literally... None of that was my fault. The game just decided that I would miss.
Sorry, everyone.
Right. Arcus, activate.
Good job, Usus. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Right.
That almost one-shotted you? Yep. That's why I did the Magic Reflect. We should probably bunch in just a little bit closer so that we can do that on all 4 of us rather than just one person. I should not have done that. I should have waited for it to be 200.
Behold the might of the Arcade School. Radiant wall.
I should not have done that. Not yet, anyway.
Very well.
Marcus, activate.
Eternal Ruination. Okay, that's gonna be a thing that kills me. Emma is definitely dead again. That's for sure. He seems like a guy that we can legitimately beat up. Ah, fuck me. Ah, come on. Fucking cheater. You know, if I was meant to lose from the very beginning, why have me go through that whole fucking fight with like an actual legitimate like chance of me being able to beat him? AP increased by 3 anyway. Oh well.
Well, I won't deny that was an entertaining diversion. But you do well to intensify your training regimen if you hope to best me.
How is he so strong?
We didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, we did. We were kind of okay for most of it. He had that big magic move, but we just reflected it back at him, and that did a lot of damage. It was this fucking bullshit like S-break that he did twice in a row that one-shotted us.
He might even be stronger than Sarah.
Ooh, might. You got the AP for getting his health below half.
Okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, if they had not done that ass pull, like, I could have easily have been able to beat him in like 5 more turns.
Hey, you really think you've got time to be worrying about them? You ain't getting out of this one, Green.
All right, bring it on. It's time to settle this, Crow.
It's time to do. Okay. They still haven't fought.
Bring it on.
This'll be a tough one. Be careful.
Alright, I have 87,000 health. And he does 6,000 at a time. Alright, he's charging something up. I guess I'm gonna defend. Oh, it consumes the thing. All I can do is attack. Dodges. It's gonna be another one of those, huh? I just keep hitting my head against the wall and just make me lose. Yeah, I'm not gonna win this one either.
Gotcha. Think you can handle this? Bring it on.
Man, this is kind of stupid. We can never have a clear victory. We always just like narrowly escape everything. Is there never a moment where we can like actually like legitimately have a victory over these guys? They always seem to like constantly keep getting up like nothing happened. And they make me fight this when I'm clearly gonna lose this. I'm clearly meant to lose this. I'm supposed to lose this, but they're making me go through all the motions. He could have just one-shot at me in a cutscene and that's it.
This is bad.
Burn, impede. Can't guard or counter. Recovers 5% HP. All I can do is defend myself. He just keeps prepping his attacks. I have maximum EP. No CP though. I don't have a bond with anybody, so I can't use my EP for anything, basically. Is there anything that heals me? Seal? Yeah, no, I'm supposed to lose this. Why do I even try? Why do I even try to, like, fucking reason this shit out? There's nothing to this. I just need to let this guy... I just have to keep allowing him to kick my ass. Until the next cutscene triggers. Let's see what happens. Oh, I should have done the finisher. I instinctively... I just pressed... I pressed X on instinct. Fuck. I'm not gonna be able to do that again, I'm sure.
This is bad.
There we go. Again, it's not gonna do anything, but can't blame me for trying. Just to see how far it can go.
It's working. Keep it up.
Am I gonna get more points for getting halfway?
Hang in there.
Hang in there, a little too late for that. Say ya, Russian Tales, bye.
Settled enough for you?
You're the one that keeps wanting to settle things.
You didn't even bother to use that trump card of yours.
He wasn't even trying last time, then was he?
I like to see how far I can get in these fights. Yeah.
Come on. With the way you are now, I don't even need to try. I'll always
There's a
win.
touch of endurance, if anything.
And that Reen perfectly illustrates just how massive the gulf between us is. Maybe you think you've had it tough up till now, but you're gonna need to go through a hell of a lot more if you want to even the odds.
Oh, what are you gonna do? You gonna stop the fight?
The battle here has come to an end.
Oh, hey Via.
I can't help but feel a little bummed that everything went exactly as I thought it would.
Bummed? That's a very, like, a very unvillain-like thing to say. Oh, I'm so bummed.
Still, it just goes to show how much faith I have in your skills, my sweet Azure Chevalier.
That is so not righteous.
Funny, I don't recall ever becoming yours. How's everything up top?
I think it's only a matter of time before the battle is decided. But we've caused enough trouble for the people of Ymir already. It's about time we brought this to a close.
What do you mean, bring it to a close?
Finestrum Phantasma.
What? Are you gonna open a fucking portal? It's gonna be like the Avengers, the big fucking portal in the sky? Oh, God.
My apologies for not coming down to speak with you in person, ladies and gentlemen of Thor's Military Academy.
Duke Cayenne, this fucking rich guy noble. We should have seen him from the very beginning. If I could just go back in time, and to just go back to the time where he visited people in Legram, and I could just stab him in the fucking chest, I think half of our problems would be gone right now.
You know who I am, of course, but I am Duke Cayenne, ruler of the Lemaire province and supreme leader of the Noble Alliance.
Supreme leader. Oh God, your ego. I can see your head getting bigger as you speak.
Duke Cayenne?
So even the big guy himself is here.
Every single fucking villain. As I said, it was like, man, don't you have any more fucking villains to throw at me? And there we go. Here's another one.
I must say, what a curious group we have here. I'd heard as much, but allow me to extend my most heartfelt congratulations. My expectations have thoroughly been exceeded.
I hate everything right now.
When I saw young Eustace and Laura in Legram earlier this year, I could never have imagined this is how we would next meet.
Hello, most one-dimensional villain in this game right behind Duke Alvarea. I mean, he's a noble. I mean, how much... He's not capable of having more dimensions. Everything has been given to him in his life. He was probably raised and, you know, he's been living rich his whole life. He hasn't had any bad experiences to build up character, so, you know, that's why he's very one-dimensional.
Oh, I'm sure your parents must have warned you against wandering off with such disreputable individuals on a number of occasions.
Yes, yes, we get it. Having money makes you superior than us. Ha ha ha. Fucking, like, what is it, like, money racist? Like, class discriminating fucking little cunt.
But I suppose every child thinks that they alone know what is best for themselves. Duke Alvarea was simply livid about what happened. But it can't hurt to learn more about the outside world,
Everybody with exactly the same pose.
Every word that leaves his mouth is condescending.
Yep. I mean, look at him. He's on his big giant portal in the sky, but with big picture looking down on us, literally.
Did you come all the way here just to tell us that?
Don't be silly, child. Reen Schwarzer, I had this meeting arranged because I wanted to speak with you.
You did all this shit just to talk to me. A phone call would have been nice.
Perhaps the method was a touch too garish for something so simple, but do forgive me for not formally requesting an audience.
An email would have been more than enough, dude.
With me?
With you. Allow me to get right to the point.
We need you dead. You're a nuisance.
I wish to invite you, Ashen Chevalier, aboard our flagship.
Really? You're gonna do the fucking Darth Vader, like, join me to the dark side, and you'll benefit from us. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? You're gonna go with that? You're gonna go with just come join our team?
Huh? Wait, why?
What was wrong with the letter?
I've heard all about your magnificent exploits across the land.
A letter would not have really gotten across how superior and powerful he is over us. He has to do this whole grand thing. He has to send all his goonies to come bully us and then summon a big portal in the sky to talk to us.
And so I thought it would be nice to sit down and have a long, pleasant chat with you.
No.
About the past, the present, as well as your future.
Are you suggesting... You want Ring to join the Noble Alliance?
Should you accept my invitation, we will withdraw peacefully from Ymir.
And if you don't, you'll kill everyone, yeah.
Furthermore, I give you my personal assurance that we will leave this village alone for the duration of this war.
Why do I feel like you're not gonna keep your promise no matter what we say?
A fine proposition, is it not? Are we interested?
You're gonna have to let go of so many different territories other than just Ymir if you want Rin to join, and even then he'll probably say no. Obviously not.
Very well. Allow me to accept your invitation.
What?
Don't be an idiot. This is clearly a trap. They wouldn't come all the way out here and take you into their flagship if it weren't.
Yeah, they're probably gonna fucking ambush him and set the ship or something.
I appreciate your concern. But trap or not, this might be a good chance for us, too. I think I'd regret it if I let it pass. Balamar, transport Celine back outside.
Are you certain?
Yeah, I mean, if he gets fucked up, I mean, hopefully it's just him and not get the cat involved, right?
Now hold it right there.
Shut up.
Don't worry about me. The odds were against all of us getting back together, but we did it. And I'm sure we can do it again, too. So just wait with Emma for now. I'll be back before you know it.
Yeah, he's not gonna join. But yeah, I guess the long chat is gonna happen. I don't know if it'll be pleasant, though.
Balamar, if you would.
Very well.
Oh, wait!
Taking the bullet for the whole team. That is such a Ring thing to do. They're all... Okay, they're all getting out of here. They're all leaving. He said he would talk. He didn't say that he would join the nobles.
It seems the time has come for us to part ways once again.
I will kill you.
But remember this. You're an Alberea. There is power and dignity in that name. To whatever end you would use it.
Yeah, thank you very much for ruining it for me.
I want you to prove that the convictions you cling to are worthy of your loyalty. Not for my benefit, but for yours.
I already knew that. What the fuck are you telling me? That's why I ran away from home, you idiot.
Wait.
Lord Rufus, says voice. Oh god. You son of bitch.
Lord Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the guy that fucking sent all of the mercenaries here to shoot me dead.
Allow me to extend my apologies for the harm my father visited upon this town and its people.
Oh wait, no, yeah, no, it was his father. But still, fuck you anyway. You have a really big hand in this whole military thing. Never mind that, what do you intend to do with my son? What is a promising young man like yourself?
We're simply going to borrow young Reen for a short while. There's nothing to worry about.
Borrow him?
I'm a busy man these days, though, so for now, I bid you adieu.
I won't be sad if he dies.
got back together too. Why?
Sorry, but I'll be back, I promise. So stay safe.
Well, at least you got everybody else. Jesus. Jesus, please come back to us. Our Lord and Savior is gone yet again. Yeah, it does suck. Now, they literally just got back together and now they're apart again. Fuck. I wonder what this conversation is gonna be like. It can't possibly be pretty. They're gonna do everything possible to fuck this guy over. Act 1. Everybody's bond strengthened. Ironic how a bond can be even tighter when you separate. Auto tier, powerful strike. Okay, auto change, auto thing, cover, auto charge. Hard support. Counter attack. Cover. Fought well against Rufus. Didn't fight well against Crow, apparently. Alright, let's save our progress. Ashen Chronicles. Alright, we're about to start Act 2 out of 6. So what, we're like... When we beat the second act, we'll be a third of the way into the game. Fuck me. I wouldn't be sad if he died either, although I also wouldn't be happy either. It'd be very neutral. I'm neutral towards Rufus. I mean, obviously it would bum out Eustace, but I honestly, like, that guy's been a fucking cunt the entire time. I really don't like him. Again, like, very, like, pro-rich people, and, oh, our family name, and blah, blah, blah. Like, a name doesn't mean anything. The people that harbor that name are the thing that matters. Okay, I'm gonna take a small peek into what's gonna happen here, and then we're gonna call it. I think this is a great time to stop, but I'm just curious. I want to know what happens next. This song sounds like the opening to Charles in the Sky 3. Like, sounds familiar. Getting some Sky vibes out of this. Aw, come on. Put him in chains, why don't you? Assholes. Alright, what do you guys want? What arm do you want me to chop off to be able to be let go? Yep, every single villain under the sun is here. Great. So this is what Duke Cayenne looks like from up close. Like a shitty, unkempt Ron Weasley. It's hard to believe that I've ended up in the same room as the leader of the Noble Alliance. There's like 5 acts. First 3 are the longest. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I just assumed that it'd be 6. We did get back in like Ram before the war broke out.
Schwarzer.
What?
Truth be told, we don't want this war to drag on any more than you do.
Come on, you're not making any money if there aren't any weapons to be made for war.
Really?
Don't buy into his bullshit.
We only acted as we did, due in part to our dearly departed Chancellor's behavior being far too unreasonable to justify turning a blind eye.
So you killed him. So again, like, you just didn't want that guy to be in power. You wanted to be in power, and so you killed him.
He garnered the trust of His Majesty, and in turn misused that trust. He flagrantly disregarded this nation's beloved culture and traditions, treating Erebonia as if it were his own personal property.
Tradition! Also, rich people are superior than poor people. They shouldn't rule over anything. Only the rich people need to be fucking telling people what to do.
Surely you too noticed this.
No, because I'm not a fucking psychopath like you.
Well...
Can say I disagree. I mean, we didn't really see a whole lot of bad guy stuff coming out of him. I mean, he looked intimidating. We did hear story after story during our field studies about how aggressive his policies were. Yeah, but like, doesn't everybody always complain about their own fucking politics everywhere? The way he didn't care how many enemies he made as a result, creating terrorist groups like the Imperial Liberation Front. Yeah, but like, why did he make those enemies? Like, just making enemies, like, doesn't inherently make you a bad person. You gotta think about why those people turn into enemies to begin with. Like, you can't just say, oh, he made enemies. That doesn't mean, oh, okay, we'll fucking kill him then. Like, what?
But as I said, the cause of our nation's ills is now gone. Now, all that remains is to turn back the hands of time just a touch, and the good old days of the Empire will be upon us once more.
No.
The key to this bright future lies in putting aside our differences and joining hands. Am I wrong?
He's like one step away from just hearing like dun 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 dun. Dun,
I'm afraid that yes,
dun,
you are.
dun, 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 dun. You're very wrong.
Do you honestly believe that people can so easily put aside their differences after all the Alliance has done?
Yeah, like, how can you talk about putting aside your differences when you literally just sniped a guy for disagreeing with your policies? Like, literally, you're so hypocritical right now. You're talking about, oh, let's set aside our differences. Also, the entire reason for why we're here is because I shot a guy that I didn't like.
You occupied Heimdall and effectively took every one of its citizens hostage, imprisoned the Imperial family.
And you discriminate against, like, poor people and, like, commoners and common folk and all that bullshit. And you're talking about, like, fucking, like, setting aside differences? Go fuck yourself.
And let's not forget how you're now in league with the enemy nation responsible for the destruction of Gorelia Fortress.
Yeah, you're out there destroying everything and is like, oh, turn the clock just a little way back. Yeah, sure, set us back in the worst fucking way possible.
After all that, the Imperial Army would never bow their heads to the likes of you, even if the rest of the population did.
My word, I'm afraid there's been a terrible misunderstanding. The Imperial family is simply under our loving protection. They certainly haven't been imprisoned.
Loving protection? It didn't seem like loving protection when fucking the Echo Fighter of fucking Millium came in and forced her out of my grasp.
But that does bring me to exactly why I want you to help us.
It does?
The Azure Knight is already on our side. But if we had your Ashen Knight as well, that would mean we'd have two of the great knights of Erebonian legend to put into play.
And can't you just use them to destroy shit?
Couple them with our Panzer Soldats, and the Imperial Army's armored divisions would cower before us.
Again, you just want to win the war. You want the Imperial Army to get you just want to get rid of them.
You may not find us winning the war ideal, but this union benefits everyone more than carrying on until our inevitable victory,
Okay, you've decided that you're gonna win.
I don't think it's that simple.
I beg to differ. The presence of Soldats units on a battlefield makes a tremendous difference. What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility. But more important than even those factors is the psychological impact they have on our opponents.
Well...
Psychological impact? Like the fact that they're just more imposing.
We're only human. As such, we are as captivated as we are terrified of giant beings bearing human form. And if that holds true even for mass-produced soldats made with modern technology, it will be all the more true for the divine knights of legend you and Crow possess.
So you just want to use me as a bigger gun then?
Can't argue with that logic.
There's no way Reen will accept this. Although the problem is that, like, the thing is, like, I know he's gonna say no. But, like, how the fuck are you gonna get out of this? You're in this ship, like, your robot has chains on them, and, like, if he says no, they're gonna want to kill him. Obviously. So, like, where does he run? Where does he fucking go? You know, like, there's literally, like, this is a lose-lose situation. No way, no matter how you fucking spin it. But knowing that there's a Cold Steel 3 and a Cold Steel 4 and they all have Reen in them, I want to know how the hell he's gonna get out of this situation.
I will say it once more. Gileath Osborne is dead.
Because of you and your fucking little lapdog sniping him.
And with his death, all that's left to be done is end this ridiculous war and return order to the Empire.
Then you guys started! Ugh.
Only then will everything be as it should.
You're just manipulating. Seriously.
That includes both your pleasant academy life and the peaceful days of darling Elise and her friend the princess.
You're dead.
Are you trying to?
Whatever you ultimately decide, their safety is guaranteed. I would ask that you promise him this, if nothing else, Your Grace.
I don't trust him. I don't trust that fucking Ron Weasley look.
But of course, I'm not a monster.
This man is dead, I killed him, but I'm not a monster. I've destroyed like half the fucking continent, and you know, I manipulated this and spinned it to make it seem like, oh, you know, the other guy that we killed is a monster. We should want to turn things back to the way things were. You know, where everybody would fucking discriminate each other over social class, and the rich people are the ones that are superior. You know, but I'm not a monster. I just want an end to this war. I just want peace, where I benefit from everything.
Rufus.
We may stand on opposite sides of this conflict, but I still sit on Thor's board of directors.
Oh yeah, because the school is so influential right now, getting taken over by you guys.
And in that capacity, I suggest you consider carefully the choice before you.
I like to carefully consider this.
After all, every soldier must decide for himself whether a cause is worth fighting, perhaps even dying for.
You're literally just saying, if you say no, we're gonna kill you.
I look forward to hearing your answer.
They're just gonna leave? Are they just gonna let me go? Come with us, Master Rain. We will escort you to your guest room. Food and refreshment will be provided for you there. Really? You're just gonna let me go and take me to a room with food and refreshments? Like I'm not gonna try and fucking escape? Alright. Well, your first mistake was not killing me right then and there. Because that'll be the death of all of you. Aboard the Pantagruel. An intermission. So it's not even chapter 2. It's an intermission, whatever that means. In terms of video game progression. They could have easily just called this chapter 2 and I would not have known the difference. Is this the inside of the ship? I mean, granted, there was the opening to Trials in the Sky 3. Looks very similar, if not the same, to this. But I kind of pegged this as more of a, like a Star Destroyer military kind of thing. I didn't think it'd be as fancy looking as this. I'm getting some super strong Trails in the Sky vibes with this whole look of the ship. You just need the isometric viewpoint, and I'm playing Sky right now.
All that's left to be done is end this ridiculous war and return order to the Empire. Only then will everything be as it should. That includes both your pleasant academy life and the peaceful days of darling Elise and her friend the princess.
You deserve the guillotine. A much shorter, more linear chapter. Really, linear. Okay. Yeah, I mean, when they say intermission, I'm assuming there's just gonna be dialogue and that's it. Like, I'm not gonna be fighting anyone here, I assume.
I suggest you consider carefully the choice before you. After all, every soldier must decide for himself whether a cause is worth fighting, perhaps even dying for.
You say that, but, like, all of those soldiers also have leaders that influence them to keep moving forward, you know? Like, even a soldier who decides shit for themselves also need convincing to one side or the other. Like yes, but, like, no.
I look forward
at the same
to hearing
time.
your answer.
It's hard to argue that this war began because the noble faction went too far. But the longer it goes on, the more people are gonna suffer. Am I really okay with that? I mean, I would very much rather fight to the death to fucking beat the shit out of these guys instead of just, like, relenting to their influence. Again, like, that is literally what they want. So, you know, they're already winning. If you're saying that, oh, for the safety of everybody, I'm gonna let them win. Like, no. Like, the entire problem is because they're winning. So, like, either you fight them or you lose, or you're dead, you know? Like, just, at least if I was in this position, it would not even be a question. I would have spat in that guy's face already. Well, metaphorically. I wouldn't do it in front of him. I'd get fucking killed. I do whatever I need to say. I'd be as evasive as I need to fucking survive. Maybe, like, steal, like a parachute and be like, fuck you! And just jump out of there. Dun, 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 dun. Just jump out of there with a parachute and, like, become a Rambo. You know, just hide in the bushes and in the forest and become a killer. one with nature as I try to find my way back. No, I feel like you can't. You can't. You have to fight back. There's literally any leeway that you give them is already you losing. Like, there's literally no reason that I can find that you would benefit out of, like, you know, siding with these guys, other than, yeah, their safety, but at what price? At the price of constant fucking, like, you know, discrimination, and, you know, setting, like, seriously, as he says, like, setting Erebonia back, like, many, many years in the past, in terms of, like, mentality and culture, which is only used for, like, the rich people to keep benefiting. It's just the rich getting richer, and his fucking bullshit. Things were going so well, you know, there was being progress with Class 7 where people were not fucking judging each other based on class difference, and this guy just wanted to take all of that away. So, like, no. If I joined them, I could reduce the number of victims, be friends with Crow again, be friends with Crow again, like, you're gonna be friends with him again just because you sided with him again. And, like, his friendship matters more than all the other guys that have a good head on their shoulders and are not fucking psychos that snipe people. Also, free Elise and Princess Alphen. Like, we were gonna do that anyway. Like, just all of this stuff is stuff that's gonna happen anyway, no matter what side you do, no matter what side you go for. This isn't that simple. Yeah, and like all of that is just selfish. Like, that is just stuff that benefits you. But think about everyone else. Think, Green. Think. What is there to think about? You should have said no from the beginning and just grind it more. Grind more, go into a forest, kill more monsters, be level 99, and kick their ass. I was able to reunite with the others, but Elise and Princess Alphen are still in the Alliance's custody. What's the best thing I can do? This isn't just about me. What do all of us want to do?
Keep racking your brain like that, and smoke will start coming out of your ears.
You're the last person I want to see right now. I'm gonna... my fist... I'm already ready. All I have to do is turn around. You know, usually people knock first and then they come in. I could have been masturbating. It's a good thing that I have my back turned towards you. What do you want? Sephiroth, what do you want?
Hey now, no need to give me that look.
I have a lot of reasons to give you that look.
I figured I was gonna find you busy thinking everything over like your life depended on it.
Well, it's probably because my life does depend on it, but hey, you know.
And what do you know? I was right.
How about you mind your own damn business, you fucking murderer? And don't you have better things to do with your time, like fucking masturbating inside of your little robot? I figured the glorious Azure Chevalier would be far too busy with the war to be hanging around here with such a low life like me.
It's tough being popular. If you joined us, I could get away with doing half the work I am now. So come on, stop freaking out about it so much and make a choice.
I will murder you. This isn't something I can just decide by flipping a coin, Crow. Who do you think I am? Fucking Two-Face from Batman? And besides, it'd probably be an easier choice if not for a certain someone that ruined everything for all of us. Was that in your hand anyway? Poisoned food?
Grub, of course.
Grub.
Kinda early, but I brought you your lunch. Mind if I join you?
Evil lunch? Sure, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. Ugh, it's my favorite burger. I'm still mad at you. You got me Chick-fil-A? This is my favorite. I still hate you. You still killed a man. Hamburgers, fries, and onion rings, huh? I was expecting something more fancy like I had last night.
Oh, that kind of food more your thing?
I mean, for being on the side of a bunch of rich people nobles, you know, In-N-Out is not necessarily a thing that I was expecting out of a place like this.
Okay then, give me a minute while I go ask the chef to whip something up.
No, don't make it awkward. Leave it there. This is fine, whatever. Commoner, low-life food, right? Yeah, sure, I get it. I get the subtle insult. You got me Wendy's as well. I know that square bun anywhere. The burger looks delicious.
Cool. Alright, dig in.
I know this is the part where... we're gonna bond with him, and it's gonna be like... You know, like, oh, he's not that bad, you know, this is the part where we're supposed to, like, feel for Crow, and I'm still, like, thinking about that time that he put a bullet on someone's head because some other rich guy didn't agree with him. And then he's talking about, like, settling our differences to end this war that he started. This tastes kind of different from a normal burger. I'm telling you, it's poisoned! It's a poisoned burger! He fucking pissed on the burger. This tastes kind of different. Game over. Credits roll. Oh, no wonder. It's got white stuff in it.
Yeah, they're called fish burgers.
Uh-huh.
Pretty good, right?
What a creative name. The tartar sauce makes for an unusual extra flavoring, too. I mean, it's not a burger if it's fish. That's just a fish sandwich, but whatever. This tastes amazing. I like this way more than the food I had last night, to be honest. What food did you have last night, Ymir?
Well, glad to hear.
Are you really going to fucking shit all over Sharon and your mom's cooking? It's Sharon and mom's cooking, man! A fucking fish sandwich? Not a fish burger, Crow, you fucking cunt. That's the thing that that's the thing that I'm angriest at you about. Calling a fucking fish sandwich a fucking fish burger? You fucking whore. You kill a man and you fucking name things wrong. How fucking dare you? That's the biggest sin you've ever committed. Now I'm gonna be really happy that you kill me. But fucking Sharon and his mom's cooking is not as good as a shitty fucking sandwich that he probably farted on before giving it to you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Guess it was worth putting my cooking skills to the test after all.
Oh, you cooked it too. You do care. You made this. Well, I guess I need to start writing my will then, because I'm sure this is poisoned. What is that green Shrek-colored drink over there?
Was my first time cooking in a while, too. Sharon could probably do better, though.
But I said that the food from last night was not as good as this. So technically, you did do it better?
But I wanted to give it a shot anyway. This stuff was like soul food back in Jirai, where I grew up.
Why are you doing this?
To think, all the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, and he was right under our noses.
Yeah, imagine. Imagine how fucking pissed Claire would be if she fucking saw me. Just talking with this guy like it's like Rey talking to Kylo Ren in The Last Jedi. I mean, holding hands by the time descends. And then Luke Skywalker gonna be like, stop!
Crow Armbrust from the Jirai SEZ.
Says.
Oh, yeah. Vita was using some weird thing of hers to let you see what was going on, wasn't she? So I guess you saw what happened there.
Yep. Jirai was that special economic zone in the northwest you guys went to during your August field study too. Been run into anything like that in the Jirai special economic zone. I guess that makes sense, seeing as it's under the direct control of the Imperial government and not a noble. Seem to recall it was annexed 8 years ago, is that right? The Empire stitched it on nice and neat without much opposition. It's prospering as a special economic zone on the coast. Seemed like a pretty lively place. You ended up going back to your old hometown then?
Yeah, by pure coincidence. It's changed a lot since I was last there, so it was kind of surreal being back again. But it was nostalgic in its own way, too.
You've been bugging me for a long time now, but you got some shit in your fucking mouth, dude. The fucking tartar sauce you got there. Let me just fucking pick it out. Let me just pick that tartar sauce. Bitch. What could have made you want to join a group of terrorists like the Imperial Liberation Front? What was it that made you hate Chancellor Osborne that much enough to take his life? Also, the Chancellor knew that it was you when he died. Oh, I'm leaving. Get out of my office. This is my room. Tell me, Crow, please, or I will not eat a single onion ring. I want to know what it was that made you who you are now. What kind of place Jirai was? How you lived there? What were you doing before you entered the academy and met To, Angelica, and George? Which, by the way, you need to apologize for them hardcore. Those people are good people.
Where's the fun in prying into a guy's past?
There's a lot of fun in prying into it. Why do you think gossip TV shows and channels exist?
Save all that talk for your #1 in class.
Why do you think people on social media get obsessive with other YouTubers wanting to know everything about them? Save all that talk for your #1 in class? Fuck you.
Who's the lucky girl anyway? Elisa? Laura? Emma? Fee?
I think you have some more tartar sauce on your lips. Let me just get it free. Bitch!
And don't tell me it's Milliam, because, you know, it...
Fucking shut up! I'm serious, Crow. I really want to know, or I'm gonna cut your balls off right here with the onion rings. I'm gonna fucking get the onion rings and, like, do a special novelty substance that I have on my pocket conveniently that shrinks them so that your balls fucking suffocate and they get all purple and you have to amputate them and you don't have any dick or balls anymore. It's Alyssa, by the way. Think of telling me your past is paying off interest you owe on that 50 mira. Because until we know, we won't be able to move forward.
You're really serious.
I fucking hate Crow right now. I want to punch that guy in the nuts, in the face, in the foot, everywhere. Crow.
My past really isn't that big of a deal, you know.
Nah, I just got raped and murdered, and, you know, everyone hates me.
It's got nothing on yours, that's for sure. If you find yourself thinking that's all when I'm done, well, I warned you. So, you really want to know?
Sure, just tell me. It can't be more fucked up than Trials in the Sky 3. Nothing you said will change my mind. Tell me.
All right, you win. Like I said, it's just your run-of-the-mill sob story. Pick up any history textbook and you'll probably find a dozen others just like it.
Don't put yourself down, just tell me.
It's the kind of story that's so common no one bothers to remember it, like it never even happened.
Want to use the Infinity Gauntlet for that? I want to use the Time Stone. And like the very first time we meet Crow, just stab him in the fucking neck. And I'll probably get expelled and get in massive trouble for it, but hey, whatever. I'd probably end up saving the world for it at the cost of my higher education.
Back in those days, Jirai was known as Jirai City. It was a city-state off the coast of northwest Zemuria that prospered through maritime trade with West Erebonia, North Ambria, and Remiferia.
This really does sound like a textbook.
It had a population of around 150,000 people, so it wasn't exactly a big place or anything.
That's not a big place? Fuck.
Because of that, the surrounding nations left it alone and let us live out our days in peace. We were pretty fortunate, all things considered. Until about 20 years ago. That was when the North Ambrian disaster struck, and much of the Principality of North Ambria was turned to salt.
Somebody made a hoarded invention called Fortnite. Everybody played it in their homes, nobody left, the economy plummeted.
And as a result, trade on the northwest shore was reduced to virtually nothing. Day after day, Jirai's prosperity started to fade away. Still, it wasn't all bad. We had our fishing, our historic landmarks, our septium mines.
We had people yelling at circles on the chalkboard.
We could make use of those to get trade going again, both to keep our state running and to help out North Ambria.
The old people yelling at stuff on the chalkboard was a great source of tourism. We made a lot of money with that.
In fact, the one who advocated that approach was the mayor, my grandfather.
How convenient.
He was the last mayor Jirai City.
Yeah, I can hold 3 cards now. I'm assuming that's a little mini Crow. The last major Jirai city ever had. Mayor.
He was a stubborn old bastard, but he had this wry sense of humor, and was well loved by everyone.
That salt incident you referenced in 3rd? Oh yeah! Huh. Yeah, I didn't catch that.
I lost my mom and dad early, so he was also my only living relative.
Of course. You can't be a member of Class 7 without at least one dead parent. This guy has 2, so it's extra tragic.
He taught me just about everything a guy could know. He was like a mom, dad, and your old master rolled into one, I guess.
The breastfeeding was kind of awkward though, but you know.
Anyway, fast forward to 10 years ago. Out of nowhere, we received this proposal from the Erebonian government. They said they wanted to extend a railway line from Heimdall all the way to Jirai. We relied on the sea for trade before, but there wasn't any reason to believe we couldn't benefit from being connected to Heimdall by rail.
Pretty big city.
The proposal drew overwhelming support from the city's council, and as a result, my grandfather was forced to accept.
Forced?
Within a year, the city had all of its old life back and then some. The streets were more bustling than ever.
Everybody stopped playing Fortnite. They were Minecraft people now.
But keep in mind, this was the result of huge amounts of Imperial capital flowing into the city.
Imperial, yeah.
Land and buildings we once treasured were bought up left and right. Everything became a target for investment. People only cared about making money.
Is that why you're such a betting man now?
Something similar supposedly happened in Crossbell too, but unlike there, no opposition existed in Jirai.
Is that another reference, Hasio?
My grandfather sensed something was off, and he tried what he could to get the situation under control.
And he said Crossbell, so I'm assuming, okay, in that game, probably that happened.
Then one day, someone blew up the railway line leading to Jirai.
Why?
Everyone demanded that it be repaired as quickly as possible. Everyone except the Imperial government. Instead, they panned our national security arrangements for being insufficient and threatened to withdraw all Imperial capital.
Really? That's a little extreme. And that
the
was
city was left in an uproar like we'd never seen. Shares plummeted, and with no one able to ascertain the culprit's identity, chaos reigned.
Oh, and the guy that made the decision was the guy that you killed.
That was when he showed up.
The Lion Man.
Chancellor Gileath Osborne, in his 3rd year as representative of the Imperial government, personally came to Jirai. We then received a second proposal.
The restoration of the railway and its future security will be seen to by the Imperial Army. In return for our continued assistance in safekeeping, Jirai will come under the wing of our glorious empire. And attain even greater prosperity as a special economic zone.
The timing was too good to be true, really. Realizing this, my grandfather staunchly opposed the idea. He tried everything he could to convince the city's council to reject the offer.
But he was forced to accept it.
Unfortunately, once you taste the sweet fruit of prosperity, it's hard to want to go back.
Yep, don't want to try drugs because you're afraid you might like it.
The council, made up of influential merchants in all their greed, jumped at the offer. And tempted by the elimination of customs, together with the tax breaks from being an SEZ, many of the citizens did too. And during all that, they'd conveniently found a suspect behind the railway incident. My grandfather.
Really? They blamed him for fucking blowing up the bridge? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, I don't know why you would blame Chancellor Osborne for that. I mean, you're clearly delineating that it is the people's greed that fucking made them, like, not see the bad stuff that was incoming. Like, the guy was just doing business. The guy wanted to take over the place that you guys loved so much, but you guys were blinded by money, and you took everything that he gave you. And so then he fucked you guys over in the process. I mean, I don't know. I mean, partially, it is kind of Chancellor Osborne's fault, but at the same time, it's you guys for not knowing when to fucking quit. They didn't know when to say no.
More than anyone. And up till then, its people loved him too.
And now already hated him because he got framed for that?
And yet, virtually overnight, he found himself facing the wrath of both the city's council and the citizens alike. Left with no choice, he resigned from his position as mayor, and Jirai formally became part of the empire.
Wow, great. They truly did love him. If, like, from one day to the other, they just hate him from the flip of a coin.
Both of these things happened on the same exact day.
So where do you come into this?
That was 8 years ago. Naturally, everyone knew my grandfather wasn't the one who did it.
So then why did they get pissed anyway?
They knew who was really responsible. They just turned a blind eye to the truth.
What?
See? I warned you. Just your run-of-the-mill sob story.
That's not run-of-the-mill at all. And on top of that, I feel like you're oversimplifying what happened. I don't know what to say. That literally had nothing to do with you. Just your grandfather. What happened to him after that, your grandfather? I mean, I assume he died.
One day, he just up and died.
Ah, there we go.
Once he resigned, the whole affair with the railway getting blown up was all but forgotten. He lived comfortably in retirement for about half a year, fell ill, and that was that. He just lost the will to go on, I guess.
He probably is oversimplifying it.
Like I said, he was the only family I had.
And so he thinks Chancellor Osborne was the guy that killed his grandfather because of all the shit that happened with the city.
I mean, I had plenty of friends even then, but I chose to leave it all behind. I was 13 at the time.
You see, that's the problem. You chose this. Like, oh yeah, I had a lot of friends, but, you know, fuck them. Like, just, you know, blaming other people for, like, your decisions.
I wandered the land, doing whatever I had to get by.
You had a lot of friends. It was your choice to forget about them.
That was when I met old Cayenne, who happily indulged my hatred for the Chancellor. And with his financial backing, I went out with the goal to find others who were just like me. That was the beginning of the Imperial Liberation Front.
Oh, God.
Gideon, Scarlet, and Vulcan were among those I recruited. I'd also met Vita then. I only knew her as the woman who would often come to see Cayenne. She guided me to a place below the city of Ortis, and there slept the Azure Knight Ordine. One after another, I overcame the same trials you did with your friends, but alone.
Boo-hoo.
And once I'd proven myself worthy, Ordine accepted me as his awakener.
All right.
That was 3 years ago. I was 16. My preparation's complete. I concealed my background.
And you went undercover ever since on the school. Just fucking stringing everybody along.
And enrolled in a military academy near the capital. Everything I did for the sole purpose of taking the Chancellor's head.
My God, man. Like, you did all this shit. Like, you couldn't just fucking go out and just live a normal life. Like, you just had to kill him that badly. Like, you went through all of that trouble. You could have put in all of that effort to just, like, start from zero and, like, you know, make something out of yourself instead of, like, it's never good to live your entire life based on revenge, man. Like, it's not good. Like, it's not worth it, because after you do it, then what? Like, what fucking purpose do you have after that? And again, you had friends before, and you had friends now, and you're throwing all of it away by choice because you were so dead set on this thing. Like, just... the guy was gonna die eventually, you know? I'm sure other people wanted to kill him, too. And he's smiling about it. Ugh.
Come on now, what's with the face?
I want to kill you so badly.
You look sadder about all this than I do.
You're such... I'm sad because you're so fucking pathetic. I can't even believe it. Yeah, I guess.
I swear. I'm not trying to tell you the Chancellor was evil or anything.
But you still wanted to kill him? What?
Still, there's no denying that he managed to outwit my grandfather.
Well, outwit the city people that influenced the grandfather.
And he may have lost, but Pop's always loved a good gamble. It's thanks to him that I'm pretty good at chess, card games, that kind of stuff.
Hey man, betting is not like a tried and true formula. There's no true way to win every single time. Alright? Eventually you're gonna lose. And that time is coming pretty damn soon.
I'd say it's fairly normal for a student to want to avenge his master's defeat, wouldn't you?
Maybe?
At the end of the day, there's no denying this country has problems, and the Chancellor's methods were making them worse.
I don't think Cayenne is making it any better, though.
I studied those problems, worked out how to use the situation to my advantage, and then won the game with an all-or-nothing gamble.
Also, like, not every single fucking political system is gonna be perfect. Like, they all have problems. Like, it's very easy to say, oh, fucking shit was getting worse. Yeah, like, in your perspective, but, like, joining this guy's not gonna make it any better either. In fact, I'd say he's making them worse. Because you fucking made a war out of just hating this one guy.
But when you think of how peaceful Dry is now, I'd say I've got a duty to clear up the mess left behind by my game too, which means ending this war and restoring peace.
By making everything worse.
So it's only when that's done that my game is truly over.
You want to clear up the mess that you made? How about, like, not making the mess to begin with? Like, why do all of this? Like, if you really wanted the guy to be dead, just couldn't you have... Such an overcomplicated way to just get revenge. Like, you strung so many people along, you betrayed so many people. Like, I still don't understand why Irene would ever want to, like, fucking bring this guy back. Don't pat my head.
Your decision is to be influenced by my past.
Only I do that. 2 other girls. God, how dare you, without my consent. Pervert. I don't want whatever your decision is to be influenced by my past. You know what my decision is already.
Like Rufus said, you need to think long and hard about what it is you're fighting for.
But you said when you came into the room to not think hard about it, to just decide already.
For you, more than anyone else.
But Crow.
Anyway, I think I've stuck around here for long enough.
Oh, thank God you're living the onion rings here.
You're gonna be treated as a visitor. Well, sort of.
With an asterisk?
It's about time for the higher-ups to head back to Heimdall, so go ahead and pass the time however you want.
Do I get social link points with all the villains? However I want. What else can I do here other than fucking cry and try to slam my head into this window hoping that it'll eventually break and I'll be able to escape? Maybe if I wrap my jacket around my fist. What? I better fucking see the Courageous fly by here, and then I'll make like a big jump to be able to jump across. Better get close. Vita and Duke Cayenne. Wait, why are they on a different ship? Why are they on a different ship? Why are they not on the same ship as me? What's happening? Why are they leaving?
There'll be no guards outside your room, so if you want to try and escape, be my guest. Just keep in mind that some members of Ouroboros and Zephyr are on board too. Not to mention me, Scarlet, and Vulcan.
So the ILF and a whole bunch of other motherfuckers. God, I feel like I'm Monkey D. Luffy in One Piece when, like, he gets sent to fucking Impel Down and is trying to escape, and it goes through, like, the whole, like, you know, that war that happens. Like, I feel like I'm, like, right neck deep into that. It's like, I'm just one guy, I don't know what the fuck to do, but I need to get out.
So if you're up for a gamble of your own, get ready to take all of us on.
Sounds fun.
Oh yeah, one more thing. There's this real cute visitor in the guest of honors room on the 2nd floor.
I will murder you, you condescending fucking little bitch.
I think she'd perk right up if she saw you. So why not go pay her a visit?
Your time will come.
Just don't go making your girl jealous, okay?
Your time will fucking come! You're lucky, Chloe. You're fucking lucky that Reen is oblivious to any of that love shit, because if he fucking caught on to, like, to everything that you're saying, like, I wonder who he means. He said she's in the guest of honors room. I can't waste much time here. I told everyone to definitely come back soon. Right now, I need to. It's been 2 weeks. And to gather as much information as I can. I can make my choice after that. At least then, it'll be an informed one. Someone's here. Let's rescue them. Yeah, chances are, whoever this person is somebody that we know. Oh god, okay. There are a lot of story points here. Yeah, it's somebody that we know, and we're probably gonna leave with them. Alright, we've been playing the game for 27 hours and 45 minutes. Let's save and get the fuck out of here. Well, that was the most infuriating fucking thing I've ever seen in the world. Now I really want to kill him. I mean, like, kill him. I don't mean, like, figuratively, oh, I beat him up and let him live. No, I want his life to end. I want to see the light in his eyeball slowly fade away as my fucking sword goes through his neck. That's what I want to see for Crow Armbrust. But anyway, the same thing I will want to say about everybody else. The same thing I want to say for Scarlet, the same thing for Vulcan, the same thing for that fucking Phantom Thief guy, the same thing for that McBurn, the same thing for Duke Cayenne, the same thing for fucking Rufus and his stupid sounding name, the same thing for this whole fucking ship. The same thing for Vita as well. I'll be like, die monster, you don't belong in this world. And then just throw my little whip. Okay, yeah, I'm out of here. Well, I'm all alone, with enemies everywhere, and I don't know what the fuck to do. This is the worst possible situation, but hey, on the good, you know, to make a positive out of this, on the brighter side, Crow did leave the onion rings on the table, so at the very least, he left the food there. It was pretty good. I hesitate to admit that the fish sandwich, not fish burger, was pretty good, but I would never dare to say that it's better than Sharon and Reen's mom's cooking. Like, you know, Sharon by herself is already pretty good. Reen's mom is already pretty godlike as well. So both of them combined must be like a fucking spiritual experience. So to even suggest that Crow's sandwich is more delicious than that, for shame. Also calling it a fish burger. God. Spit on his name. Spit on his grandfather's grave. Anyway, that about does it for me. Thank you very much, everybody, for showing up to the stream. It seemed like people were actually getting into it. Brandon was making comments. Hasio, obviously. Yeah, a whole bunch of people showed up. All the people at the beginning, you know, I always gotta, like, divide. The part one, you know, the first half of all the people, you know, they came in, which is, you know, like, Eurus, Saucy, you know, Jordan Davis, King of Fantasy occasionally, and, you know, all those people. And then everybody else that stays at the end, you know, which is like Hasio, Brendan, Heavy. And just pretty much those three. Everybody else just kind of doesn't really stick around. But, it's fine either way. I'm enjoying the fuck out of this, honestly. I'm level 69, and I'm kind of in a really tough situation. But we'll see what happens next time with The Legend of Heroes Trials of Cold Steel 2. I'm probably not going to do a Cold Steel stream tomorrow. I did promise that I might do an Overwatch stream tomorrow. So I'll probably schedule that immediately. And, yeah, we'll probably do something different tomorrow. But the day after that, which would be Wednesday, yeah, you bet your ass we're getting back into it. Like, man, not even. Where's Heavy? Heavy hasn't been showing up on the streams, but he has been showing up in the Discord every day. Because, you know, Urban and everybody else likes to gather around to play Mario Kart. And Urban is always begging Heavy to fucking show up to play Mario Kart. And recently he hasn't been able to because he's been, like, busy and stuff like that. But whatever. I'm not one to pry on his personal life. He just says that he's busy. But yeah, you can tell that he's been busy because he really hasn't shown up for a while. But hopefully he's able to catch up. And see Laura, because he missed out on the whole Laura reveal. But oh well. If you guys enjoyed this live stream, be sure to give it a like and of course subscribe to either, you know, this channel, second channel, the Twitch page, because the Cold Steel episodes also come out on the Twitch page. And yeah, hopefully any other social media link and stuff like that is down in the description. Don't click on the link for the website. The website is down right now. I don't know what happened to it. It has like an HTTP like 500 or whatever. It's something that I have to figure out for myself. But so far the website is completely out of commission, which whatever, I barely updated it anyway. But yeah, you can check everything else. Everything else should work, just not that. So sorry about that. I'll try and get it fixed whenever I can. Is like a long process. I honestly have no idea how to fix it, but I'm investigating to see what's up. But yeah, that about does it for me. And I'm out of here. I need to fucking cool off because my rage is indescribable right now. Fuck you, Crow. Bye-bye.